I will try my best to be concise as possible as I can. It's not a prepared one, but I see it as something that is very, very necessary, that we come here to also clarify some certain issues. So it will be of your interest and my own interest if you can share this to far and wide in all platforms. Let Biafrans know that I'm here today. I know it's been a very, very long time. It's not easy, combining the struggle for Biafra restoration, your personal life, working as well to keep those who depends on you afloat. It's not easy here in the Western world, I can tell you. Ask anyone that is living here. We are not living on a dole. We are all working hard people. We work very, very hard in this country. So we are not lazy. That's why sometimes, if I remember the amount of time we have spent, I need in Europe here, build you know that now I use this youthful age, they build Obodani. I ain't got me Obodani by now. So on a with Ibielanya, see how far we have come. Manaka impact of Bodoibo, we read the whole youth age, the whole strength and might. You cannot see on what we hear, Keki build over that. And they build based on how much you have been working, paying tax and everything. So it's very, very important. I mean, if you also hearing me very, very clear, indicate that my voice is is coming out very clear, and also the visual is also visible. I mean, the picture or the video, as the case may be. I want to welcome all of you. My sincerely appreciation to all of you, and Happy New Year. Isn't it last year that we all talked? I wanted to come to TikTok, but I don't know. You may suggest to me, where do you want us to host this program tonight? Do you want me to go to TikTok, or do you want me to stay here? I want to carry everybody along. What do you guys think? Do you want me to go to TikTok? Then I can step down here right now and then go to TikTok so we can have everybody around. I want your opinion, because your wish is my command. As I always say, we are not here for any personal interest. Chukwu Abiyama is my witness. We are sincere and honest. If there is any personal interest, we will not even have the energy to be absorbing the type of bullying and attack and all the humiliation and all this thing. So that's why it's very, very hard to buy people like us over. We are straightforward people, and you don't expect anybody to like what we're doing. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you want us to stay here, please, I want you to add your voice. I want everybody to be involved tonight, because I've made my contact number available there. You can see it. So you have to call in when I open the line. I know a lot of people have been sending me inbox messages and asking me, Mazi, but where have you been? You don't come to program anymore. It's not my own making. It's not easy, like I said. It's been a very hectic period. As a responsible man, you have a lot of families. You have a lot of extended families you want to take care of, and also keeping an eye. But at least the only way you can see me sometimes that know that I'm still around is updating, and also when there is a zonal meeting, I will always bring it to you the way it's happening in our zonal meeting, so you will know that we are still there. Because I have some people trying to discourage people to make it look like if we doing all these things to bring it to our people, it looks like we are, I don't know. In IPOB, we don't do a big boy. They don't do a big boy. Our big boy is just our commitment in IPOB. That is the only big boy we do. Is our commitment. we are multitask. Like Onyendu always say, we are multitask. We what people think we cannot do, we serve. Even when we go to our zonal meeting, you see all the the hierarchy officers. They will arrange the table. They will go and bring water, put on everyone's table. They will serve. If it's banana, they will serve. They will serve food. They don't. There is no. That's why you see some people cannot bring themselves to the level of IPOB because of how loyal and how committed are in this struggle, and nobody should take it for granted. So, as I'm asking, one person has here, Mazi Patrick have said we should stay here, and as I said, I want to make sure that we have the maximum number that we needed, and Facebook have put sometimes, in my hand battle on this, you can also go to the what do you call it? Is this recommendation? I don't know what it's called on the Facebook here. You can recommend our page because, as I said, it's just not. I'm not getting anything there. I don't depend my life and my ends of living on any social media platform. God is my witness. I do make some posts and it goes through. I get nothing, nada. So don't think that we are here. That's why you don't see me all the time here. So in case people think that there is any kind of monetization or any personal interest, you see, he's here now. He's trying to make money out of the misery of our people. No, there's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. So go on our page here. I recommend this page because Facebook has been on it for whatever reason. Sometimes they will take posts that I made 6 or 7 years ago. They will just bring it up, use it to flag the page, and it's very painful. Sometimes they say that the page has been removed from recommendation or something. So please, I appeal to you to go there and recommend this page. And also, I try to see if I can also use our YouTube channel to see how this message can be spread. I'm on TikTok, but it's not easy. I don't usually, I do, go to TikTok, but I don't most of the time because I want our people to know we are serving them in truth and honesty. There's no personal interest or whatever. Thank you, Biafra, that na ogozira anya ofuma. Ogozira anya na arezigbo onu. Chukwu mere ebere anyị na-enwe enough anyị na-eri. Nwekwe ka anyị na-enyetụkwa. Nwekwe ka anyị na-etikwure IPOB struggle. Can you imagine? It's a blessing. It's a blessing. So we are not like nine meha ka enwe na scam ka eme fundraising ka enwe onye ga-erite, so anyị depending here. O nwere ndị dependere na ya now. Enwe ha idea ohe ji na agbara now. O enwe ha idea ohe ji na agbara. So my name remains Mazi Oba. Once again, good evening and good afternoon and good morning depending from where you're watching me from. Please, as you're joining us, Mazi Chooks, thank you for joining us. Mazi Rojo, Igbo name which part of Biafra land Naza Obrojo. You're highly welcome, and Mazi MNK, Mazi Lochuku. So not to the other one. No, I know it won't. So you all welcome here. Please, as you're joining me, share this. It's unannounced. It's unannounced. It's unexpected, which is the little time I have. So I decided to bring it here to let us. Can you talk? One. You got to go. Yeah, Mazi Dave, it's been a very long time, Mazi. Thank you for you always there. I see you in TikTok, commenting as well. I've seen you in our platform, Mazi. You are one of us, honestly. Keep on the good job. I know it's not easy. It's not easy, but keep on the good job. We may not be saying a lot of things here, but at least most places have been a comment. You are very consistent, and I always enjoy your contributions in every program that I come across that you are there. Mokike, bless you and give you more strength. It's not easy, Our people in America have disappointed us a lot that we don't even know who to believe sometimes. But with people like you and Mazi, Alozie, Mwada, ọ na-agbazi ya mchefu nwada anyị ọ na ncheta ahịa na so thank all of you for joining and keep on the good work. Mazi Ike Peters, the one of us, I haven't heard about him on Radio Biafra for some time now. I hope he's well. It's not easy. He was there in the early Biafran stage, and he is still here at this moment. Him and Mazi Alozie, my sincere appreciation. And I will also appeal to you guys to also make sure you do listen to our Radio Biafra. This is one of the source of our information. Despite that you guys follows all the IPOB leadership, also make sure you listen to our radios and also Biafran television. These are our main platforms. Always keep an eye on those platforms. Any hectic announcement from the leadership will always come from there. You know, we have to protect that national radio and our national TV. Even Dr. Tina, thank you so much. Hey, Dr. Tina, hey, Dr. Tina, thank you so much, brother, for reminding that she is the one that I'm actually thinking. I don't know how the name just skipped my mind. The other day she tested me on WhatsApp. So thank you very much, Dr. Tina. They are all they're consistent. So these are the people that our people should pay attention when they are talking. So now, Biafrans, let's talk. So we're gonna go into the main issue that I need us to look into. So agam na agam neji okwu Igbo. So because I will issue that concerns us as a race. All right. So we issue that concerns us as a race. Despite that, Biafra comprises both non-speaking Igbo areas, but I would like us. I'm gonna so those ones will benefit as well. Because all the very, very important. A lot of things have been going on. We try to, keep it to ourselves because something. Of course, before I have to go ahead, I must recognize our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and our head of directorate, and all of you as well, principal officers, in any capacity you're serving, commentators, all of you here. Sincere appreciation. You people are the reason why we stay around here. Mazi Victor, you always there. Mazi Victor, you always there now. I am Andy Wakochieno here. You always there. Thank you for joining me this evening. Always remain very strong. Remain very strong. I want to born at the Kodiku name yala. Say mine who know jo. I think mine who know jo. But I really appreciate all of you for coming out, guys. So now, can I let Batoanya some certain things? Can I let Batoanya here because I won't be too long. I'm trying to stay this program, keep it up to 1 o'clock. No, up to 1 hour, 1 hour 30 minutes. That's what I'm preparing to keep. Maybe at most 2 hours. I don't know. It depends. What you keep them because I don't know on Sunday. They're very, very tired. They're very, very tired. So. So far. Yes, Mazi Dave. Yeah, Dr. Tina, yes. Is she on Radio Biafra? Okay, she always on Radio Biafra on Saturday. Yes, I know. It's just that sometimes, maybe we join at the radio. Or maybe voice, so that's why but she communicated. She do communicate me sometimes, sometimes once in a while, she will send me message on my personal line, and which I do appreciate. Now, a lot of things have been going on in the last 3 months, and the leadership are also trying to hold ground. Now manage things. The reason why Oshede, I may be the one I got to preamble from the beginning, from the beginning. So all the go said, there's a lot of things that have been going on, and the leadership is trying to adapt different kinds of approach strategical one to carry our people. Because when emeru ikwu eziokwu ye ka defend the whole thing, or the something you are trying to prevent other people from discovering. So the struggle will go the stage on now that we don't need to, despite everything. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spend a lot of years preaching. At least, let's put it this way, in Gogadi, very easy. 10 consecutive years preaching to our people regarding or pending the time I know now. Okay? So, o take go time kuzira. So anybody now know who up on this time, that means you are irredeemable. You are irredeemable. Anybody who cannot analyze some certain things, and this has been the concern, very serious concern, when we are talking about Biafra restoration. We keep saying this. We don't want to restore Biafra with one idiot I chose some group of people, go and fight for against your government. France is the other side, help her. Form our people, group of them. Go and form your own group. That political pressure. In my heart, we are like that. Only banana ego. Gaga form more political pressure. But there's a name who's on there. This government is not doing well. As Ebena Maha Bozo, Yele Banyanod. Go and check. Gaga check in here and in now. A content globally sanction for the toughest sanction for nearly 60 good years. Nearly. Almost the age of Nigeria. In my hand, instead, I will live for 1,000 years on my knees begging. It's better I live with my dignity for a day. For one single day. With honor and dignity. And this is Hindi Bomere during 1967 to 70. I wouldn't ask our fathers are fighting because I won't call it grandfathers. My father was involved. My cousin, Francis, was involved. During that time, in and around that time, my cousin, Francis, little wine. I'm long wine. All Biafran soldiers who surroga. Moto ndị Biafran soldiers ka eji ga kpọta nwunye. Ịghọta m na-ekwu n'ọlụ. So imagine that na enwere a lot of relatives who involved. Enwekwara extended community members jiri ọgụ ahụ na-abata ha. So I know what I'm saying. So ile anya ihe na mana ọ na-eme now, ọrụ na asị na ndị ebe anya adịghị up to, they are not living up to expectation. I don't think na anyị gara anọ here na-ekwu ihe anyị na-ekwu. Na ọrụ na ha live with the kind of those life anyị na-use na ma ndị buy it over very very easily. Like this group of people now na-akpọ city boys no na-emegheri now, na-ebutere the shame to our people. Maybe anyị gara anọ here. But now let me just go straight to the point. Him na choka ikwu because I chom can boy come gawa ka igbu okay now. Yeah, the may miss the track. But then at the same time, the okwu ndị m chọrọ ikwu nwere ike ọ gaghị abacha today because I chọrọ ka m doo anya some to our people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ke ndị chọrọ ka ọ dịrị ya na mma. Ke ndị chọrọ ka IPOB na-aga n'ihu. Now, what happened? Achọrọ Kunu prepare yourself na detu ihe niile m na-aga ekwu edetu ma ị gaghị edetu keep it in your mind because I want in case ndị bịara ọhụrụ na IPOB ndị join after 2020 after 2021 ka ha mara how far we have gone before coming to where we are at this moment. It's a very sad situation. Some people now say that na IPOB leadership wanted to as soon as he push aside a lot of has what the gram on social media that wanted to push aside the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. At the same time, as Mazi Chike doesn't wanted to take over. At the same time, they attack Mazi Nguru, they attack Mazi Abani, they attack me, they attack Mazi Chinas, Mazi or former. When you manage the IPOB, Radio Biafra, and Biafran television, the media head. Now, I want him to take a note about. Ndị a niile na blackmail IPOB to where we are now at the moment. Ndị a niile bidere na IPOB attack all of a sudden. Achọm ka unu just summary aga m eme ihe in a word ga dị concise. Now, lee n'anya, let me begin from 2021. Anyị na onye ndu nọ na prepare immediately launch the ESN because the whole thing be much more heavy after launch the ESN. Ndị amaghị na this thing na IPOB both the leadership na work very very hard all this thing. Then when onye believe nobody in this world believe that na IPOB were able to mobilize that thousands of men that they saw on the on the 12th of December 2020 or 20th. Nobody believe. Coming. Here you as a Biafran or as an IPOB or as a follower of IPOB, how did IPOB and its leadership were able to assemble such a number of ESN personnel training for years until the day I launch anybody no information leakage, nothing. This DOS here, mobilize it, sponsored it with onion and I made on made the thing until now when that day. My aqua haili, my pokuha, my henile, my everything I displayed that day. Egaju, she got this level with this time. That time. We are now talking about the leadership Buchiru Onyendu for almost 1 year during the time of invasion earlier. They whisked him away. Omuhonyama Onyendu Odindu. Ma Akandezu Ejie that time. This leadership, this DOS, the same people, all the same leadership on the launch the ESN work on the ground ni body no yan until you now when unu kure na such a thing on I want onye kure ni na because I'm trying to judge you now what happens now in this time ejidronyendu no nwere ndị hụrụ maka njidonyendu o nwere ndị I don't want people to misunderstand what we are talking about. I don't want people to feel like onyendu ana reduce here from his intelligence and what he stands for. I can hold Onyendu to my best knowledge, except to go no here can talk for yourself. Maybe Mepela and Giku, except to you. We still hold Onyendu to the highest esteem. Except to Onyendu, at the time he said that he will not disappoint. We will disappoint him. Unless Manawa didn't need disappoint because IPOB Nnelanya na kemwa no nwem sokwo member na I can be faithful. I can be disappointable. Hapwa leave all this brouhaha in our home social. That's why sometimes I bring IPOB event on live so you will see us. Even I got Spain, I get Italy, I get everywhere. I will bring it live. I will leave every other, kind of echo. When I win this shit, I bring myself to the level. I bring it live. I bring it live. I want to and I go. I want to hang on Facebook. I'm going to hang on Facebook. I'm so I do what I do so that our people will see the progress of IPOB both in diaspora. The little one from my own side. Because all Nandi Banya they are anything. Yeah, they can win a minute. That's why eventually when I book the you know. So all these things na go on. So oge me invade onye ndu's house, onwe anybody man onye ndu dị ndụ. IPOB leadership sizie ye na make sure na ama na ọnụ ebe ọnụ ọ dị okay until the day onye ndu decide him appear in Israel. Onye ndu eme appear unu ahụkwa ya but that time unu amarazi na onye ndu nwekwara men nwere ike ikpuchie for that long onwe onye nrụ kpam. There are some certain things I'm not sure ka nleba anya. Not sure ka kwuo. Even there was a time, within that time, Onyendu, 2017, Onyendu invaded his family, his home. Onye bra report to at that time, sina nwere nga Onyendu na Ghana. Because I can make titru no break, na hoturu ya. Na nwere ebe ahụ ya. So, the leadership will make some kind of research. That look, now go. So you need to get until the time we decide the rest of us. These great men in a put all together, some of you do not know. Because the intentions of IPOB and the current leadership, some of them now communicating. And when any of them were to your motive, all of them, by the special grace of Almighty, hand chana emecho of ma. I could go me before, hand chana emecho of ma. Mazi doesn't more of me, but I want him name of ma. Mazo for ma name of ma. Mazu do name of ma. Every single one of them, I'm going to get idle person. So they spend time and money and family time to the struggle. No one and there won't dare grow. I'm a compromise. For instance, look at Radio Biafra. Look at the sabotage among Biafrans in the last 5 years since 2021. Imagine a Radio Biafra at the hands of these people. You hear Gareme today. First, I gotta hand you over straight away to the buffoon in Finland. All the very first thing I gotta aim. Pure sabotage. For the fact that actually renew the contract of Radio Biafra. Somebody may receive the letter of renewal and bomb spy. They will read the letter berani. It's just normal thing. The time I get renew the contract of Radio Biafra on air, no zuele, now that you people should also make contact. So can happy couple and you somebody receive the letter, I will read the letter immediately. That away Ekperimanaka. Ekperimagan has social media man announced that Radio Biafra 2 days because of 5 days to be shut down. He is something Okuedi no man that now will let the contract and ndine wetrani ndine nyanyi signal. But he took it that not for 5 days, because of 10 days, because of 2 weeks, that the Radio Biafra will be shut down. Because one has an IPOB, and one case more information that this letter of renewal Abiala, na one na ha muhanya, a couple Radio Biafra noko. You hear Gareme na social media at that time, Garadi now, who that the buffoon in Finland that shot to go Radio Biafra down, and he has done it. All of you will be praising him. Hey, PM. And I do the power. Radio Biafra Buhari na shot to down. Do you know what catapulted Radio Biafra to where it is on international stage? Because Buhari Batra no chicha, somebody who experience of Biafran war. Immediately Batra man on Hana because of grow the Guinea link. What's the name? Is this Satlink or only the name? The Israeli internet provider, not satellite provider or coverage provider. Kirani no I enable those in all. In Nigeria, I after the network, the company they provided that signal. Grow the entire distance. 16 million, is it $16 million? Something and now worth up to $2 million. They bought the whole entire network. Remove the Radio Biafra from that signal. And do you know what happened? Radio Biafra was removed from the signal, and then they banned Radio Biafra for almost 2 weeks. Everywhere. Buhari announced immediately, said that now Radio Biafra had been shut down. As Nigeria the popular, if not the ultra hard about oil now. Nigeria was very, very popular. So when Buhari made that announced, the whole world was on a rampage. What happened? Only the people, a president of Nigeria, new elected president of Nigeria, then I said that they remove go knock. Which only group would here? Which, because everybody was anticipating Buhari who is going to do a lot of change. All eyes on the whole world was on Buhari. That he's going to do it. All of a sudden, the very first announcement to Omrewo that he has shut down Radio Biafra. That thing draw a lot of people to IPOB and Radio Biafra and Biafran pages and the internet, anywhere, everywhere. The whole world are not just only the Radio Biafra. Who are these people that the president of Nigeria is saying that he has shut down? Do you get the point? That actually boosted the whole movement. It was free advertisement for the movement of IPOB, the struggle for Biafra. That's how IPOB becomes so popular with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Before the arrest 2015 in Lagos of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, So now, is it Satlink? I was right. I was thinking whether I'm on my house already and Satlink. Thank you very much. Mazi Victor, the current. That's what we're saying. All the mine here. Mazi Igwe because so all the mine people now confirm behind we are not how long I know rolling at this siege. So I got him to the time I'm done. I be the IPOB. So I'm going to take a long time. So now what is going on? So all these things similarly, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 20 fast forward. Can we get to where we're going? 2021. Because a lot of people have been a disparage IPOB leadership, the DOS. What is the achievement? Since 5 years they did the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what is the achievement of DOS? What is the achievement? I'm going to tell you the achievement now. That will shock you. That is why I want everybody to share this to the platform. Any platform, so Kahamara that IPOB meant well. Because we want to correct the narrative. For almost 2 months now. Evangelist Madabuchi. I get the nonsense. 2 months. Only one single write up on broadcast. I pass out the whole thing the 2 months of people. I've been watching them for 2 months now. So this one single broadcast now get pass a Hebrew for 2 months. So this thing in 2021. Do you get what I'm saying? They came with a narrative. What is the IPOB leadership have achieved since the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? At the time, being that online, this Biafra restoration also involves psychological warfare and everything. Everything is involved now, except that an IPOB have not carried gun. IPOB is not on armed struggle. So, but every other thing is IPOB involved, apart from armed struggle. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, 2021, what is the achievement of IPOB? Now, let's go there. Ndị abrabia kidnap Onyendu. First of all, they told Onyendu that people who will betray him, none are among the leadership. Now, none are the DOS. Maybe they send what propaganda. Almost 1 year plus. Onyendu be there, which I've said it before. For whatever reason, Onyendu distance from Togapo, from the DOS, normal meeting and them, Onyendu most of the meetings. Because we have to let the whole thing straight. Onyendu and I was at that time, man, I joke, so Onyendu sometimes 6 months of that whole meeting, I would hold but on I communicate, but he doesn't show. Case which situation which at that time. the leadership, the DOS, engaged both Uchemefo and Onyendu to find out exactly what was going on. And they get to the bottom of it. Before we could know it, Uchemefo Jakia throw his resignation. Then the head of directorate have to seal it with a press release so that people will know that Uchemefo is no longer with us. So, but at the time, Uchemefo Jiraka Wepomi, all of you saw it now. He announced his outing of IPOB. So the leadership, just to secure that place, the head of the directorate have to make a memo. So make it official. So in case anybody thinking there is any, enemy have to use that gap to do destruction or damage onto IPOB. So after that situation, things will begin to, normal engagement of IPOB continues. Onyendu continues his broadcast. So, and what happened? So the leadership follow Onyendu, make sure now they keep the family together, engagement of national coordinators, zonal coordinator, everything naga on. And then the Onyendu, all of a sudden, Onyendu were appointment after launch the ESN. Onyendu were, the fundraisings to keep the ESN. Those thousands of people there cannot. I won't hear the 1 naira feed. So to keep them both to their family medication and all these things, camp, all those things. So we can have proper enough fund. So a lot of people contributed. A lot of people were involved. A lot of people, both non-IPOB, both IPOB, people were excited for over. Then all this in the Obaruru big for nothing America, Cook was here both for Onyendu to push him aside, to drag him towards their own side. They can use Onyendu. Kachufuzendike won't build through the foundation of IPOB. It is a hammer because all the go to Biafra the next day. I'm not on the buy in the church. All the go to Biafra. So, the Munotageshi will go, that now we will sponsor, we will fund, we will push for Biafra restoration. And then is only in Dobia this side. Those people are making Haga school, has a good grammar. Hey, be there, so rubbish, until hating Onyendu in America. In fact, to the extent Onyendu that na nwunye chọrọ igbu ya, nwunye ukwu an enemy. You can imagine the level these people are. Nwunye Onyendu, they said nwunye chọrọ ya no rikule he nwunye hoshiri. No rikule he nwunye hoshiri. That is the level ndị agra. That is the level these people went. Half the enemy can abandon to this very moment. Are you understanding? So when this thing happened, don't move things are naga. Do you know now today? IPOB, you know something I drop or somebody drop or message now. WhatsApp, drop anonymous, leak some information. Do you know that today somebody from now saying that during the time of 2021 Onyendu na broadcast, somebody now IPOB member said that Onyendu his broadcast was coming out from Kenya when the leadership somebody who is not an IPOB have known where the information somebody who is a member of IPOB that now, do you know that your leader broadcast an ocean from Kenya now? And how do the person know, somebody who is not an IPOB member, how do the person know that Onyendu na Kenya name broadcast when the IPOB structure and the men or the no Onyendu, it's just that we are hearing his broadcast, but they keep it cool. Now, Onyendu now went how were introduced to him. Vehemently the leadership, including all of us. Mandi Keno na Finland, all of them begged. So Onyendu do not go to anchor broadcast with this guy. it has been a thorn on the flesh of IPOB in Finland, including MNK. The guy came out and attacked IPOB and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You, which I know at that time, you go into the platform of this guy to broadcast or to anchor program is going to legitimize his presence in the IPOB movement. It's going to make it look like this guy is a part of us. And okay, need a lot of followership. And he's not even on that oath. They call the broadcast. And that is what affected IPOB Finland family. A lot of people left. A lot of people were angry that Onyendu could not yield to that intelligence, which is sometimes very, very painful. But for the love for Biafra restoration, one error, game abandon the future of our children and our unborn children, and even the hope of our people. So this thing went on. Now, after that, because we go plan, we are still waiting. Let them continue to rant. Let them continue to rant. Don't want to say some things. Can you keep go there now? Now watch. It will be the last option. Our plan we bro. The whole plan make you sometimes and not only I get through his communication pinpoint exactly where Onyendu is. Are you getting my point? Here is not no exaggeration or like I said, there's no interest of blackmailing any officer or any member of IPOB or Biafra. There's no nothing. More than anything, the too important about it. So what happened is that with this thing, we keep an eye on things. But in the Anugo should be Brunyendu. I know everything. And I show the connections. Onyega would they willing to use to penetrate Onyendu. Until that willing to provide the only. Now, people be the contact one here. And then I know IPOB. First of all, more receive a call from non-IPOB member. And including our zonal coordinator here. I contact him. Say, Mazi. No one see now Onyendu no lo. Nejidiri na hu ya no lo. Maso Onyendu nku acho me ku so ka happy with him. Say how Onyendu how. Awesome that no nya na hu ya no lo. No area na television. Ha. So another news abiakwa. Emma, that shock somehow disorganize you, whether I mean on a walk, anyway, no, that shock alone, that news alone, your stomach, your appetite, you lost it that moment. Brain and I chose here, I was a call. But what call within the leadership? Only man on Onyen do now. Oh, no, what are you people talking? Only Haneku. I need to know where the news up was a picture up was because Nigeria can prove that no one is in the IPOB and about any now no under their control. So attempt TML, but this thing no name, Akbo, Emewe call, HOD now. Call only told you an appointment with Onyendu on the 21st, or either on the 19th or on the 21st of July. Meeting, I think that Australian meeting or so. Then on this that meeting, Onyendu show him up to confirming that Onyendu probably something happened. Oh no, appointment, that's such appointment of fundraising, he should have been there. So when any reason not happy or not there. So for the fact they raised concern within the leadership. And then the news coming out from different kinds of people and sources that Onyendu ages here, no. It becomes something that is here. I contact here, younger brother Onyendu. Contact here. Yeah, call him local. I think he HOD contact kwa personal secretary. Onye no America. Kia ha call story talker. But then Kanu na me henile na acho Biafrans be the sense whether something is wrong. Then I need you Twitter handle Onyendu the real Twitter handler, and he's going to come on air in the next tomorrow or the next tomorrow. Confusion everywhere. And I said, Kezi just need Onyendu. Twitter handle ya nyama. Nekuzi no na gebia on air. Nobody knows now younger brother Onyendu na personal secretary ya na such a thing. Mgbe Mazi Nworu contact, I had to ask them, why are you doing this? Why are you using Twitter handle of Onyendu? Tweet when you know that Onyendu is trouble. How cause story? I got him watch that for. How cause story ni like. Him not check how do I hear the leadership and what they have achieved. So I'm explaining that to you. So take note. So the leadership will be there. The news will be there. But I was neji de Korea na Addis Ababa. Neji de Korea na Brazil. Neji de Korea na hana cause everything. Onwekwa onye nwere ike kwa webeji until the leadership made ihe niile nwere ike ime until chọfụta ebe ejidere Onyendu. Chọfụta dị na-eji kemgbe that day that he's supposed to appear on that meeting with Mazi Edoziem, the head of the retreat. Kemgbe eji. So a na-atọchọ ndị a niile amara junior brother ya ma nne ya anya knows. All these people knows. Even Setekwem n'onwe the Setekwem lawyer knows. The Setekwem n'onwe agaghị eme tweet omere na so. Actually, I didn't want to put that here today. Agaghị eme tweet omere na here na that na I went to the mountain to go and get 10 tablets. By the time I came down, I did not eat neither drink. So but there. But yeah, the after that thing all use the Bible because someone in there buying the sentimental we could talk Bible how work yeah, Gazian at the under after that statement to Hombre say, if you know, you know. Now, underline that after Setekwem, the lawyer, manage Onyendu, no under torture. That means all confirm one la ndini the inner circles ejibo Onyendu blue. That now, if you know, you know. But to fool the IPOB members and the normal sympathizers that Onyendu is on the mountain praying, he went to the mountain to collect 10 tablets. Then you see another coded word to need them involve Onyendu that if you know, you know. Do you get the point? I want you to separate that particular one. If you know, you know. That this man if you know, you know. Nani ha neche ka confirm mo Onyendu na egbu somewhere. No Onyendu something funny normally. He ga nozi na social media that na Onyendu na emeni ya na egbu somewhere. Akwe all he ga hozi na social order then ihe ndị ebe anyị ga-ajụwazi wo abịa push wezi the narrative we he hozi mezin after that. Within 8 days, they push wezi the narrative, know the leadership, all the DOS, all you guys, out of love and sentiment, and they cannot believe na such a thing. No one do know that the leadership and one access a born. Unuga wasn't the DOS. Unuga was no the leadership. Obubu, Agarana so. Oh, Butoreka Garat Nebundi, Ndishindi IPOB, anyway. Both coordinators, one Unuga respect. Because you can't say that na only shunu no na ma hebon. Ano kata no na ebuye. Even that time I was saying to the people, I was coming on social media and I say, be strong, be strong. People were even attacking me for saying that. No, we haven't explained what happened. I say be strong. Anyhow. While the lawyer no special counsel if you know, you know. What if you know, you know. If you know, what is the meaning if you know, you know? When Biafrans, millions of Biafrans were looking at 8 days. Within the 8 days, Kanu say the negative story. I the struggle. And all know what they jack name. In here we are Nigeria to remain in a way there will be extricated from the what happened. All women go. It was a very terrible plot. Terrible. Very terrible. Una amagi the battle IPOB leadership will fight. Now, for IPOB to get closure, even Mazi was all over the place. Me myself, don't tell me that I have done. It's from Kuswe. See, I want this kind of thing. And when me kaga but not to give one. Mazi was everywhere trying to assess to find out what happened. At Popatazie, junior brother Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. See ya. What happened? What happened? Can be the power do it? See, what are you talking about? We are talking about the leader of this movement, and as the younger brother or cousin. The information we need to know, because we need to go and tell people and inform the public. The leadership needs to inform the public, to address the public. This thing, somebody makes a broadcast. This thing. The leadership cannot come out and give information when they don't have one. When they haven't gathered anything, you don't go there, because you gather, you know food. And all they can hear, Kenya ambassador Gragemena Abuja. Mbagwa report the leadership got information that na report and what an Ebonian dono was in Kenya. No ever she kidnap Onyendo. Immediately, Nigerian government play a very smart one. Gagawa, the ambassador of Kenya. Sinoga get the one called the thing no one Kenya can detain. The man I made a proper investigation. Yeah, there's in social media. They say that na IPOB leadership in the country attack that no na Kenya kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, their leader. No one there, no false information. But the man realized 2 days or 3 days later. Mazi inquiry, choftazi no na obudie kidnap. All of you was them here at that time. I'm actually Kijon here because some point only when I say now I will quit it on. Get him the ambassador. The healthy and the very well. Give him the ambassador, Bob like they discover. Yeah? Get him the ambassador, Kunu Kwenye here, Konya, because some Koya bonus no. Get him the ambassador after they discover, prepare the details of what happened that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu no body. Niana Choftas no body kidnapper. No way be Hemely and Emily. Get him as the ambassador. Camera moon or the current. Get him. I put when I had them Makunu Jakunu Kwe here. And then I go comment section, Ghana comment section. Mose they respond. Do you see what we're saying? Because the man was preparing to give public. The man here look so stupid. A whole ambassador. He look so stupid. So he has to come back to the public after he made his findings. He has to come back to the public and correct the narrative. Instead, again, me allow connect there. I'm an now. Him and happy boy straight away. Ozubo. That him do na Kenya till today. Ndi gidere kidnap or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have not come out and tell you the processes. The diplomats in Nnamdi Kanu na Kenya. The man who was the ambassador that could have given the information, ask able to do straight away. So basically, information I want and the leadership can hedge for their own personal protection. Mbawologi said, hedge. Do you see the reason why when something happened in a very big organization, out of emotion, react immediately. He please hear the public. At that time, it hear the whole entire public into a mess, and the human will even bear the consequence. You can take your time because you are running a very big organization. You are running almost a country. So if something happened to your nation, before I get the public to address people. The leadership did not tell what happened. They waited for 8 days. Do you think now you're leading fools or Okay, assuming that we are not leading the whole entire Biafran, so Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not leading the whole entire Biafran, but at least he's leading up at least not less than, let's say, 30 million people who are following what we're doing or what he was doing. So you don't expect that something. There are countries that is not even up to 2 million in Europe. Countries, the answer countries, they are not up to 2 million. Talk less of when you have closely 40 to 50 million people listening to your directives and instructions. He got look at something a matter of emotion. He job he made him investigation. Okay, he just put on a public. He the hotel, and I don't know where they do. I look at or do you hear them at their press release now, which I will come there very in no distance time. Press release, press release. Can't be again. Therefore, let that Department of IPOB mouthpiece of dishing out information. How mess I up now? We help them through the leadership agency. Instead, here they share by destroy IPOB as organization. We need to close that and take the charge of that department. Pure clean job. Clean job. They didn't do it in no out of power tussle. They didn't do it in no way control more they can shut everything. No, they did it for the safety of IPOB, for the safety of the movement. Because the movement go in a way, they didn't touch with them, they cannot sabotage them, those people. Practically impossible to sabotage people who are communicating IPOB leadership and structures. Do you get the point? So you want at this department is something that could put the life of the public in danger. Hand shot wire down. Take his charge of that place. So enemy accord to go off. And that is exactly how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of shall run IPOB. Because if you leave that part open, somebody can issue statement in the name of Emma Powerful. And for the fact he himself, the way here made that pronouncement, I had the account aya. See, I do my no more. People are not questioning. You hear people, you see people, Biafrans questioning that this press statement or this thing, not the suspicious. It is your responsibility to counter is now going. Put to another member on the but in the leadership all of a sudden within 1 week, or within 3 days, he can't contradict alone within the statement. If not, na IPOB distance from one. IPOB so okay na here that we need to distance head of directorate because only IPOB tomorrow, Mazi Dozem is in trouble. Before Biafrans and also before even the international community. So he has to control, and even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu got in trouble, which I'm coming to that point. So the leadership they are not for the interest of the people, not for the personal or to drag any position with anybody. Asking any of them, the leadership, all of them, the blackmail, the attack, the mental torture, the family, the stress in this men in the last, in fact, it's 2015, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Kembo, and the time Eminem invaded his house, and all these men had to go, mentally had to go drained, or the easy. But for the sake of millions of Biafrans who are counting on them. So they managed to keep this thing. So but here I'm how short or down that Kenyan side of information. The leadership are just like Hannah Chofta, keep away to themselves. So here these people in order, because it's a calculated game. But the only difference but the Nigerian government no aga with the Biafrans undeclared, unannounced. Psychological war. Lai Mohammed was saying every now and then, Lai Mohammed on social media said that even IPOB members IPOB media warriors, they sleep on internet, they drink on internet, they smoke on internet, everything hand on internet. Lai Mohammed was crying all over the place, Minister of Information for Nigeria. They could not believe that IPOB, media. To the extent, BBC, IPOB media personals, chief police is BBC of Britain. Because IPOB war, despite that, did not stop. Yeah, man, I'm say that now. Kidnapping of Onyendu or detention of Onyendu cannot, with or without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, cannot stop IPOB, rules of engagement. People agree, got to say, got Onyendu. Mazo Basi with or without you, they are trying to abandon you. Mazo says that Onyendu Nakusu say that Nasa Mazo Banam make this type of statement. Ha, Mefu finishes the child. Onyendu or Gimwa Kana Wazi. Oguma was only with your intelligence, you can't read between the line. A butcher this kind of thing, you reacted to it. Eh? So no could job but I'll be a so they quite easy. In my head detention remember. So with this thing, the leadership will be the work was here that time. See, okay, Edit Lonian do now, the panic you no Olonye man who knows. Monyendu, mgbe ha flash the first time, or this onye hu onyendu, ekwezi lawyers ga ahụ ya, ekwezi ụmụnne ga ahụ ya, ekwezi anybody. Onwezi the leadership no onwe ha can struggle to calm the whole tension down. The leadership we are trying to explain things, trying to inform coordinators to hold the family together. And these people were on a rampage, blackmailing. China Sanwolu, DOS, China Kedozim, Naheme Kureke, and blast everywhere. Na Henry Onyendu, and I send the personal email to the extent in the evidence. Mweze coordination na cause IPOB na underground the leadership amaha. This in the America na gazi into IPOB. Ask them now. How will I be here now? I'm not here. Be a Dublin meeting to convince Dublin zone to follow their department or their own group. I form more DOE from DOS to DOE. Net dissolve for DOS. Everything we all over the place. While the leadership was also trying to keep an eye on Yendu because a man in the zoo, the condition Yendu. Is something that gives only a concern. And they follows this thing. So they follows this thing, Kamraze in Hene. So they are made those attack, pressure everywhere, trying to stabilize the IPOB not to lose. Hey man, the game war. They are segment by segment. Gidoni Shiha, once they Gidoni Shiha, now the struggle will take a nosedive. And the mission of war, somebody, I think one of the Onyo Kikbeha, Onyendu Bradiako, why that na Mbeji Onyendu, Nakbody Tibaga na moto, Kamoyla de moto. No phony woji in the Kenya wonye say, Nakonya do Chaniaga hawe partisans of Ibuba to Ibonya. Nia, all what you say, all Tonyendu do, may escape. All what Tonyendu survive war. Now the plan behind the heart of the Bakataila de Motokubam. No phone, Chineke Metrakonobi. Says no nya Niama Paris Nady Buyo, Naki is Hundos always in Wayo, or resemble like a black Ronyendu. While a setecum that lawyer and a book already on social media they tweet different thing. If you know, you know. I bought one Nonyendu see that now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on a mountain praying. The DOS are not just here. Kebe one what happened. Ya be the power of the US, power and party. I do a saying, welcome in my baby. Actually, my hair will be one day. Camera Haga, what the public. You know, here now. Just no issue here. Yeah, man, no issue. I shall make yes, man. No what yes, man. But now, 1 year your authorization, ADG, Twitter handle Mazi Nnamdi can lay tweet that no name do jack on air. Why long on I can't deal? Now touch a bone. Then I join Nenia because I have to mention names. I join Nenia. See, came where in with Onyendu last. If they are way, no Onyendu na Kenya. Came be my Ogala there before Kono. I say, now the last one ogra, because the first one ogra ki away, but this one yama. But on communicate on you. Ya go aka this nenia this agadi nwanya na agwo ofe. Agadi nwanya. Agadi nwanyị ụrụ ndị ụrụ this agadi ụmụ agadi nwanyị ndị a na-awụ na-eme nshi na-akwụ nshi n'ụlọ ọha nne ya wụ ya cover the thing up, lied to the leadership in front of everybody. The woman lied to the leadership. In that situation, him ga do no wa Biafrans here now. Only you know to the leadership will make in such a way with this effort with the Mazi chicken, everybody trying their best, including the attack. And Omada highway Mazi chicken on a meeting to verify to Idria Hemren. Mazi chicken no na Zada Juju or Mahana na ndo Omada highway connect the response of Mazi chicken to the public in the internet in the matter na me nature. Mazi chigedeze maneche na ya na-ekwuru ụmụnne ndị nwaanyị kpọrọ ya ni our mothers kpọrọ ya ni to ask what happened. Ka ọ na asị na ụmụ otu Mazi chigedeze m chido tayeri ọnụ ma okwuo something ọ na-ekwesịghị ikwu che na ya na-agwa ụmụnne ya, that would have been a pure sabotage to the public. Pure sabotage. That would have destroyed Mazi today. Mazi is one of the finders of IPOB, if you don't know. But that one will be a story of another day. So Mazi doesn't matter a voice here and a relay live on air, live on internet, na Facebook, in a meeting. Or wouldn't not Ekperima was playing it live. Ekperima, who was not in the meeting, was playing it. They connected it to his platform. He was playing it. Ndị mmadụ eke Mazi doesn't na asazi ajụjụ as ndị muni omahana only on one side. In the internal meeting, the channel with him and only on one side. The sabotage. KGA, because they wanted to use it to nail Mazi that he is any like okay, make he poor the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu exonerated in the involved. He poor in the leadership. Kunu wa Biafrans. Jakunu the leadership destroy Yaya, and once you destroy it in absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you have nothing else left. You have nothing else left. Do you get the point? As long as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their control, now all we send is Unu Jakunu destroy the leadership. One, Unu decide they are wasn't here for game up. IPOB end. The struggle end. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer there. Unu Jagagono because Ehud wink Helunu towards that direction. The leadership tried their best and they maintained. He's not appearing anywhere. I said, okay, now what happened? The leadership had a meeting, member consultation. Since Umunonyendu cannot see him, lawyers cannot see him, what is the proof of life? Only here because you know didn't. I couldn't do achievement IPOB leadership. Only here goes na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu didn't. Can you make proof? The leadership has into their drawing board. It's okay. Here get many to pressurize Nigeria now to prove whether Monyendo didn't because someone is only what is going on. As is okay, let's now get in here, sit at home. Now get in here, sit at home. So now get me a month or 2 or 3 days, guys, now get me. And then all man there respond now they push here to 1 week. All na respond now they put further here to stages by stages, So we'll take at the sit at home or that shit. After an agreement made a consultation, both Mande and all Magna, everybody want to participate. All when they agree to be involved. Now the only way to contribute, now the only way to know. And what is the reason? To see whether Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or didn't do, because says to him. Both they did not have access to onion. Nobody knows more than the Monglang. That is how IPOB leadership came with that sit at home order. 18 years they sit at home. And the response was awesome. What happened? IPOB leadership achieved. What has they achieved? Because it can happen immediately. Gawa na match say move. No, you can go this some little you will show the guy that no issue no than marching forward, ignoring him as if nothing happened. Or then the struggle should end. But the leadership at the group Basa, they chose at the struggle Basa. They want things, they want to get closure. They want to this struggle cannot end like this naked onyendu. Naked napre. No, it can't end this way. These men took absorbed all the whole attack in their banimre. They absorbed it. It is at home. Yeah, walk. Can they sabotage the seat at home? The same woman onyendu na blackmail the leadership. And what is the seat at home for? For the benefit of Mazi Nnamdi and them. Because Hama no Hama, Anya Amagelatna, one Munyandu meet here prior to the election 2023. Haglage meet say na niego for 2023 election. Learning Daniel Hopachun that more. Would I had the leadership got to say you want to know Bugaganariego for 2023 election. You people, I am telling you, none of you in the IPOB leadership attack can endure 1%. Can accept. You can't mainly the biggest sabotage the leadership in this world. You people are gifted. You don't know what you have. With zero finance, zero finance, KG hold will not get around something today. Zero. Now, can you hear money? So, this is it at home, and they need the logistics to also to make sure that men can make sure that would hold in a league. Okay, what happened? The leadership chose na our financial department. Ghana Radio Biafra. This woman will go to Radio Biafra. All of you who are following things will understand what I'm saying. It's not a blackmail. It's not a to the matters. She will go on Radio Biafra without the approval of IPOB leadership. She will now go there and tell them, nobody can tell me what to do. It's only Mazi Nnamdi can, and you know that Mazi Nnamdi can, and we want access to him. They want access to him. The leadership will have access to him. Now, to give money for the logistics of, the family on ground, Mandi Nandi di Hebrew diha, Momakanaga school, Mandi Merora, Mandi no logo, Mandi Aquaro, and I say, what they go to because Onyan Daddy available, what they go to we can keep those ones up and going. This woman is unless me I'm from Onyendu. Now, how are you going to hear from Onyendu? Anyone on one, the leadership also is working hard to get access to. So you have to keep everybody honest. You can never listen. And it's Onye is head of directorate. And the command, the head department of security distance and the welfare. This woman akuche because the government manena one Gidonyishiha, the second kuche their financial department. Once you kuche the struggle will automatically take a nosedive. That's why you have to praise and hold to the highest esteem the leadership of IPOB for tolerating this type of sabotage and betrayal of the highest order. Will go and ask, and all of you know here, go and ask which country that will function without a finance. Which will tell me. So IPOB still, and this thing we are going on, none of you knows. These men we are the same woman man on Yendu na Kenya, the same woman barrier ticket, the same woman man the same woman man rendition, the same woman now say that na more or less me Yendu the only person getting order. So what is the office of the head of directorate? Because some record here now, okay, one accountability. Again, one more get record that Nambedo Tony issue money out to head of directorate. So yeah, here man now, because this is organization. You want to know the record, but you refuse access to fund for him. How do you want the head of the electorate even to sponsor people to go and visit Onyendu more, to go and search Onyendu more, to make contact with the Ndimuri access? How? This is what they did to a man, grown-up men. Grown-up men, you are not talking about children here. Learned men in a struggle. They humiliated them. I tonight and I hear the mother of all broadcast. Invite our people here, Kahanu. I know that it will go viral tomorrow. Kahanu, what will happen? So I'm waiting to this sit at home. Who sabotaged it? That no nyendu nane when neko examination hagaga because the sit at home, the first one, the thing is people respond. And what has you all of a sudden? And what has you no nyendu say call all the sit at home off? Onyendu that natile hate, and people are saying this is the only way to contribute. Onyendu no, I call lawyer off. By then, Nigeria didn't go access because they could not believe Namre again with that kind of response from Biafrans in both home and abroad. A total shutdown, highest came back on the IPOB movement. Biafran struggle, total shutdown. Immediately, Hammer or send this signal, and then access. Access the very first message they were Onyendu, na IPOB till they sit at home. No, they against Hana, no, man affect UNESCO, no, man can achieve exam. If they go one or that thing. The very access with age that sit at home where to Onyendu Mama Dendu. Dear would the first sabotage Agragaro Onyendu immediately. I got Onyendu now the first one 80 Graga, allow it to take until they put a court. Onyendu no. That is the biggest shock of the life of both Biafrans and the head of the electorate, the DOS. As a Lutesha wasn't there by Nana, sit at home, Nana call is here off. When Onyendu have not even come out in the public. A Lutesha meha. Stress everywhere. If you remember consultation again, until I get to a conclusion, Mazi doesn't have to go on air to announce to the Biafrans that now they sit at home and suspend the gate, that Onyendu in order to do so. Or why Ben Sobu betray to the leadership. Because Onyendu, because the DOS obeyed Onyendu as no DOS doesn't obey Onyendu. Because the DOS obeyed Onyendu. That was where the problem started against the DOS. Ndebanya Kerewawa. As an actor of sit at home. Why? The only thing they draw attention of the public. Support no onye court, onye counsel, na ego. The same woman that go on public, go and matter that night will be leadership and non ego to suspend sit at home. Then Gazian Hazu, the same woman, this guy said, I asked him Nagama or her, but how can it work? How Gazian Hazuga Simon Ekba no carry on the sit at home, her hijack is here. As soon as her hijack the Nigerian opportunity, is here, create is here the terror and because sit at home it's not the first time I know Gloria. Sit at home of IPOB had been there since 2015. Is it 2015 or 2014? They're forced to sit at home for fallen heroes. It has been there. So you can't tell me that you sit at home with them at 2021. It's one. If you are an IPOB, you know. Me 38 and sit at home has been there. One of our major tools. How come the compromise is here in 2021? How got Sabotage is there? Was it my home was here? Each was here order with the enforcement. And you're going to enemy enabling environment now. A dizzy, while all sit at home, nobody was attacked, nobody, no enforcement, people were peacefully sitting at home, nothing. All of a sudden, always announced, he used once somebody the pronouncement, Nigerian army and their agent are going into action. Once somebody the pronouncement, and the pronouncement, they claim more responsibility. Then I just go be IPOB. Do you know the funny part? Amen. The thing IPOB, be the leadership. onye mere the pronouncement na onye mere claim ona ha happy, they will leave him, they will come and say it is IPOB, but ekperimekwele si na onya nwamere announcement nyama claim palare then assisting up IPOB. Do you see the whole thing? It was a very terrible thing. The leadership, the USA, the IPOB always going on air. If there's an issue with a statement to distance IPOB from whatever that is going, because Haton was yelling their bany against the sit at home. Because the whole mission to destroy IPOB and her leadership. Tom one day ban against the struggle. Men they ban hated the struggle, hated IPOB. No one him book all for them. Ndị ebe anyị na-ama ha anya lelele na ka arụrụ ara ebreze mewezi attack the leadership. The whole thing at work was here. Ajụa sị na IPOB leadership they disobeyed. They can't cause the problem because IPOB leadership obeyed by suspending the sit at home, not cancelling, suspending, because the sit at home can still be used. May 38 is coming. May 38 is coming. It was suspended. They went in the back, gagwa the guy or carry on. The guy carries here on Bidezie, Buezen thereby. So what happened in the process? Then I been with na time. On the same cap, I'm caught on here. I want to hear people to. I want people to be, because I could go carry. Actually, come call wire code hanya maka all the nonsensical rubbish hane kuna social media ne fulu ndi ha fulu. You know, that's why I wanted to explain this. Now, so you come the first and the second, the kidnapping of Onyendu, the effort the leadership women, even to secure him, and then the sit-at-home order. What happened? The next one. Go ahead. Let me go ahead. Now, the third one I will see. But the leadership will sabotage this one. I say, now what is the next thing they will him? Okay, has all the next thing in action now. And Onyendu health issue or develop work, which were very serious concern to the leadership. So the leadership now just to get the awareness and get the public to know what is going on. So because they want to keep everything now to the public. The leadership there's a man and so that Onyendu's health due to have a private delay again. Because they defeat how corrupt all sit at home. How corrupt here now. So Onyendu the leadership manance that the head of Onyendu at the moment. So can happy the question as a YPOB no one. What happened them? What happened? The same Onyendu, the same Setekwem people went and sabotaged it. Said that Onyendu's health is in order, there's nothing wrong with him. That we are trying to create tension, the leadership is trying to create tension. Or Mashik or Wash. What we are saying here on a public, so him the Kumakandiara and their platforms in Aquino. So Kahabia here, dispute to open the line, help put to him the wrong. In a public. We are not saying here they say he say are you sure? Are you sure? Do you go there? We are telling you what happened before everyone's eyes here. Are you getting my point? Hell to Onyendu is concerned about. These people went to the public. They use newspaper, they use Twitter, they use every media platform to announce that now IPOB is trying to, the leadership of IPOB, the DOS is trying to hype the situation of Onyendu. No one on him again. Just let it dirty effort on they just destroyed it. They just destroyed it. What is the achievement on IPOB leadership? What have they done? What are they doing? The fight they put through just to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know who is calling me here. I don't know. Please, if you want to call, you call on my. You have to. Please, Mazi, if you want to call, you call on my distance. Please allow me to explain this. So let's move to pay the line. Actually, can pay. Once and for all. Maybe another cheap can make a different thing. Please. So, with this thing, how sabotage that part na Onyendu eji ha. They went and said, how are they taking a social media? Unu chokwa the write up, unu ga hokwe. Has Mazi was trying to hype the public. Na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu no way him again. They made the leadership to look like liars. I manage you, ne push you. These things are enough for these men to back out. To say, this is what you want to destroy your brother from the beginning to where we are till this very moment. No, gage boye me hemasrun. And at that time, now see that now these people are trying to do is to disconnect Onyendu from IPOB, the organization with the backbone here, with the base here. And once this protection is out, Onyendu is vulnerable. I know that time. Been the matter name attack na while the units of IPOB, the zones and the national, they were battling in their units as well. People stopped contributing because Nyanya's actions. People stopped contributing. There was no fun. This period of time, there was no fun whatsoever. If any Jofo cannot get any fund to function. It's so sad. Now, what are we doing? Then Anagazi Kagagazi. I chọta lawyer. If I need your be the battle wa. Or battle Catala here, and you walk where I now support quality from different little ones. I don't know because when they got in, and I disote him. I put my pazier Michael Zokome. Case changes a or they can think so and you're in control of the whole situation. I couldn't do the achievement of IPOB. IPOB leadership, they want to do that. They want to this one. Actually, who know how to defend the movement, defend the Onyendu. Man, that's now they are not known against this movement. Are the pure enemies that want Onyendu out of the way, and it's very unfortunate because we will hold everybody will be held accountable for anything peradventure him Onyendu. You got to. So I got one person. I got no there. So the case in now. The case have go shape. A battle was a more quantical has a meweze henu ni made the case. A meweze henu ni me. I got court a win here. I got Supreme Court a win here. I got Court of Appeal a win here. I got African Court AU a win here the court case. I biaze to the conclusion, discharged and acquitted to Onyendu. Ekpe for almost 2 years or 3 years. And what Onyendu discharged and acquitted. Case I was here. That was in Egypt the zoo. The enemy Egypt go na the scrotum. Makandine Swabeke. Egypt go home go job. Case I now, can Nigeria state get provided the public or the international community know here the reason when Court of Appeal have discharged and acquitted Onyendu, when the federal court has said leave Onyendu, when Supreme Court have said leave Onyendu. Now Nigeria was they defend the reason your court you see discharged and acquitted unakaji Onyendu. Biazeni biako wawazie IPOB leadership and her legal counsel teams. Kucheye na ya rubit there. Rubit. Open such neke. Because we need to narrate, we need to correct you, put you back to the track. So India na mepe platform hana ko bullshit, hana atwache, hana ko rubbish, game na what to because it seems no like reba na class, reba na akako ha na hate and the content. Una gadi agana eme ha. I want you people who engage these people, this internal enemy, the willing to sue external enemy find now. Hey, I might attack IPOB from within inside. I am the expose here. But what are the sudden acquitted? Oku abuze, a baby was a loku there. Now, but it's defined Jofo. Aga Miame Zokome. Agige suo Nigeria sengwa bia wetra nanya evidence igosere that na ndia unu proscribe bro bia gbanye ihe wudia offense they sued Nigerian government. Come and tell us or tell the public offense of IPOB why you prescribe them as a terrorist organization. Come, hala onwe na bezi court. Because na hana habia court, ha hapu case here ha happy time because they have not come. And they have not shown up. There's nothing the lawyers can do other than to let the sleeping dog lie as an organ. I have body that case here. While they were telling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, discharge and acquitted. Now, if in general, onwezi he wuji Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, and then we want to convict the lesson or wunyama, wonye, ipen armagondi IPOB na their legitimate, agitation for Biafra restoration or self-determination. All the go clear, only and that go free. The leadership will put the fight with their legal counsel. Everything that they go neat. Kidnap make it happen on I confirm go now extraordinary rendition. He which is in Nigeria and everything. The UN working group each go order and communicates that Nigeria should obey their own rules and regulations that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be free. What happened? The same people are gonna say, hey, they use the they attack Ifeanyi Ejiofor, they attack Ozogome for nearly 2.5 years. Attacking also they even included P2B. They attack them like no man business. Autopilot, they attack. They are attacking our people on ground. They are attacking our mothers. They are attacking the sisters at home. They are attacking even the discharged and acquitted. What happened? The same people went in the back. First of all, be there blackmail who are these people. See na here meta here. Now they don't want Onyendu to be released. Now they because the narrative for Nigeria to spend money to go and kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But Onyega would they willing to? That's the question. Onyega would they willing to complete that here or gain the navigation of it Onyendunga? Because I caught all that tapu to I caught all that Odo ha carry the Onyendunga by getting discharged and acquitted. So IPOB governs the international and diplomatic engagement. No gang IPOB leadership on. Umunonyendu Konoko get there Amba Kunsol MBA Akuko report to Zokome blackmail all the man. Blackmail all animal. He must be sacked. He must be sacked. They are thief. They are that. My autopilot. Hey, but we are Carolite. But we are any fundraising. Convince Onyendu a man that fought so hard from 2015 to the very moment. And they decided to relieve this man out of office in the only one of the strongest, the only shield only at the courtroom. Onyendu, which would again, that the same mission on Nigerian government, from the beginning of adoption to the time Kahakano, they trick these people. Egaju. Chọrọ ịgwa that na Bintanya ko enweghị the capacity to jail Onyendu. How do you take years? Because enwetabo they willing to. Enwetabo the trick onya niile to the extent even the Nigerian prosecutor just say that na IPOB leaders were laying ambush on him. They were ambushing him in court. You can imagine. That man in Joglo me nanjo. That's na IPOB legal counsels na me ambush in the court. Because I know what an fact and figures now. I need debate and I kunu a court to law na court. Use all your own law. Only do now him again. And the communicate now there to the leadership. The leadership know why you need dispatch information to the members. And we can would have there somewhere. People will be there gradually now recover. Now what has he again? The same people Gragaga said that na Mazi na actually these people. No how much release Onyendu. No how much fools say I join ya. But there's a was attack. All of a sudden, disgracefully, not in honor, disgracefully they humiliated this man Almighty Ozokome, they humiliated him. They blackmailed him. Or if I need you for, they blackmailed them, humiliated, disgraced them. This man, quietly, without any further anything, not to create any chaos, not to create any rancor, they quietly walked out, disappear into the background. All of a sudden, a trick was here, a trick here. No, may accept. Now, once what you accept to go back to appeal court. No, once accept to go, he will got bail. And a trick onyendu. Nana push onyendu, no push. I say onyendu amagi here. Onyendu is very intelligent, but sometimes something can, always small little mistake. Yeah. And a trick na code that thing, ne do onyendu, and I code the thing. They near from where no accept ne baby le mommy bin tanyako get near bell, no get near bell, baby. Get the day heck baby listen onyendu somehow give consent. Naga hachi back to appeal. By then, nka na dizine ye discharge la kwiti. Akadi don ijide onyendu was illegal. Nigeria ga respond to the international community. Why are you holding this man? Your court to say that he's discharged and acquitted. Why are you? The leadership. And the these people decided to go and make it a tricky hunting. Assisting onyendu. They give a consent and I got back to court. Since they are convinced, we'll have an agreement that Naga discharge, Naga near bail, whatever condition, and Naga near bail. After I remember Mbonyendu, I try maybe after the videos here because I'll get taking time. Remember Mbonyendu has the court. The very first time Almighty Lion or Hamadike himself who honor that the court, the whole Abuja distance still. I couldn't now. By that time, IPOB in Juna court. What happened? Oh, they have an IPOB. They just put him the court. Or land the honor. By then time, Zokom, Jofo Potana court, he will address Umuchineke, he will address Biafrans. You will see the discussion, the debate, the argument in court, and the next step. But the case, you will have the case is now finished. Yana Kezi Kandia. What condition they release on Yendu? Biafrans are possibly denied the court because what Bella now, what Bella was in Hosa, Hannah Chilesi, election not happier, more condition no happen Yendu. Nigeria wasn't doing any other thing. But they decided they gawazie trick onion the gawazie accept. One summer. Remember, guys, I said, onion do the lion, the man who wanile na no everywhere they do. I pop at onion do na court. This omo lawyers in there, they no cool now here. Nele has sometimes we just kept quiet. Ndo keep there. The day onion do the court, the very first time after that accepting the lie here, the appeal court, accepting to go back to appeal court. Onion do their court that day. In my hand, because I have believed that na how on the job before onion do. God knows what I'm around here, I'm around. I cross onion do, watch onion do that, and everything I go said. No, just on a court. Kaye kuzoku in bell. Onion do na court. Gawazie to the table of Ndinwe, the prosecutors, Ndinekbi Bon, Ndisina Hatrock, any Ikbon, Wapa Hamasi, na life sentence adding a man, no Kenny, Ikbon, no Hatrock, Yakuno, Noriana, the line behind Hamlet, their conclusion. Always in their Onion do no Gagana Hackatins, Onion do Almighty on that day, can see game. No, oh my chinek, my chinek, organimre. Hell, chim, what is going on? Almighty onion grab that and I caught to Gagan and the Aka. He has no boy. Hi, master, what? There's no bonyen to the biggest shock of my life and everybody they concerned. Onion grab that court has no boy. Almighty onion do after Gagan and the Aka has no boy. I think in Bahaka, the onion do brain, yeah, everything came to. I think that time onion do realize that And remember, in the same court, back onye ndu ji kusuzu munye na court na ma adịghị happy n'ihe na me na m dị disappointed. Unu hụ that part of video pụtara na which ha nwa court ha amaghị na onye ndu ga-ekwu ihe dị ụta, but the video captured that particular small section. That I'm not happy n'ihe I'm not happy with you guys because it reduce onye ndu to nothing. Hang on, come with a charger here before come with a small thing. Okay. Yes. Here na sign book on. Bear with me. Ask them come me here too, but I'm almost 3 hours. Let's see. Hang on. I want to put this thing. Don't we care? Not small time before Bafra Apchawanya associate. Because just bear with me. All right. Now, so has no bonyendu. That was the time the man and there is gonyendu imi. He destroy gonyendu. Kehemren in nature something. Kehemren within that time. Set come up on social media. As soon as onyendu man accept that thing. So come up on social media. Say that in Ugo, no the whole case of onyendu, they have to now start all over again. Now got start is afresh. Mazi Chineke pulling her job. How did we get here? How can somebody say na one your kick begi but say that na the schedule acquitted everything they want onyendu na no gala na ga be now. See, that means I got where is ikpe and then they are one ki gekpe ndị a gekpe ki ikpe lara ha now and that people landing what this thing. That means onyendu have accepted that na ikpe ka ekpere before na ekpeta here. That is the schedule acquitted. He na no go that no woge so na ga be n'isi. Kenye say again upon Ken Hagenye or the second I put a day Kenya reverse now. Come when horse again, no bump the word. Since the action at the second I quitted. Ndi maybe you obey. Give no catabe was a sin I catch you back to the appeal court. Appeal court to know the same appeal court to only the second I quitted. Or Kahanye say, what else Kahagen? Are you getting my point? This is the question I'm not doing on social media at that time. See, this appeal court to now actually now. From the charge and acquitted back to appeal court. Okay, you do what? Or who the same appeal court the charge and acquitted? Come on, or freedom. The charge and acquitted. So I need explanation. Ndi matter be one. Ndi se ha na ha gra trumbu na ha gura. Hagroke. Na like ndị na-eturu n'ọnụ because anyị adịghị etu ọnụ. Anya ha na-egosi ha iwu ihe awụ ụmụaka ka na saa ahụ Kanu na primary school mgbe anyị gawuri anyị mewere njem. Ha pụtara bịa gụ na ụmụ discharge na acquitted. Ụmụ na ha emeghe the onye ọka ikpe attack. Ụmụ discharge na acquitted. All of you started hating Mazi Oba, started attacking me for no reason. Mazi, even though Nanya Agoho law, but this is common sense. How can somebody who is discharged and acquitted is going back to acquit? Although Coach Agazi, he chose or what we work see that he should have it only in Agasina they should know what happen. I don't know, I couldn't explain the whole thing. They turn our people here, all of you, they turn majority of you against Mazi Oba and Momo discharged and acquitted. There's a hard couple in hundreds. Screenshot or a GMA broadcast, GMA program. People are now again who their father there. They who are Zayoba that you have seen even the Biafran genocide. I am the one that found it here with that discovered it here. What happened? How many millions all through me? The very first time I even such a thing in public. The video got viral. On YouTuber. Well, I'm an ass man and YouTube. Until na YouTube that I'm back, I'm gonna be everywhere. But a man will make posts on Facebook. Ndị mad YouTubers are get bored the thing. That is discovery IPOB Island. I made him here as himself, Master IPOB Island discovery. Because I want a personal praise him, personal appraisal. They don't need it. Honesty, truth and honesty. She blew to Yana. Every time I say we have filed. I say this was a picture. I got caught. India don't care the well-being of Onyendu. They don't care anything. They are just there trying to. How am I at the picture? Mama, in a lady hotel, I got caught in a lady hotel. The hotel not transparent at all. It's like anyone on why the body language of Onyendu. They concern his way, the way or reaction here. But these people are coming only. Can you say picture? You cannot see them debating, you cannot see them arguing, you cannot see them questioning the judge. What is it? Unless this law hold this. Something Hane made and I'm arguing at court. Hana Wagi, while Barisifani Jofo make you can see what transpired inside court. Their argument. And where they were, where they are, how they quash one count, how they quash the two count. They left with age court or age court where the lawyer court age court or age quash the fourth and fifth charges. Ndike they didn't quash anything. Nothing what they were doing, nothing. We have filed. And I queen and they say pictures such a halawa. Nanego. Una amaghị na ọwụ mgbe the government patara ndị ime na-use ha to play you, to downplay you. The more ụbọchị nọ na-aga, the more moral unu na dị weak. Onye ahụ emere for months until ya ruo the stage oru. What happened? Emegide ha na-akpọ egwuregwu na-akpọ ya. Anyị na-ekwukwe si several times may post weye. Mazi nwere abịakwa out of anger and provocation. Mazi nwere abịa on social media. See, lekwe ni ihe ndị a na-eme na onye ndu atụkwali anka na ndị a memilakwala onye ndu na onye ọbụla ti ikwu ọnụ na aka agbawa ndị a ka ha sị Chinasa nwere okwu pele ọnụ ya na-eweta ya egbo ha kwuru ha kwuwe ya ndị ka otu hụ na ndị nyetụwa ha ego data ma kenụ na Lagos ori nwaanyị ma akwuole m achọghị m ikwu much. But aga m asị gị majority of ndị ụmụaka nọ n'ụlọ nwere nsogbu n'ụlọ aka ya sochi ya data olukwuo mgbe ndị mmadụ ga-ebido gbafuwe ihe o kwuru na ihe ebe ọ dị involve unu ga-amara ọnọdụ ya na IPOB chronic hapụ ka anyị hapụ ikwu ego dị now these things are na-eme a na-akpọ ya ụra before na amara ihe na-eme ebidozie gawazie from the charge and acquitted back to court. After the DOS, the leadership and her legal team fight everything to get everything they need from Nnamdi Kanu to be safe. To avoid this illegal sentencing of Nnamdi Kanu. The leadership. I couldn't do the leadership umre. I couldn't do a him achieve. I want to that they disobeyed. Everything, every action the leadership will take is in the interest of Nnamdi Kanu and the organization, not for their personal interest. Not for the personal interest. All their engagement, everything we are in the open. But there are some certain things the engagement advisors, they can't come out and say, I can help you now, I can help you thought and I won't want enough. And I can hear me now. You don't do that. No, what in I was what I can have ever find out. Do you get what I'm saying? The leadership and they keep engage. I ask you to continue, be strong, continue. Until that brilliant Lugach is here to court. Now, for them to find within this time and they are likely to court of appeal. Can we in your guy or haka, Sinamazan and the can name here with illegal. Or Seteko Magatanazo. Gaga will this filing in it. Mazi Jofo, Nigeria Neko had their court. Gaga Nazo. Gebru the file. Convince Onyendu. Gaga will read the file. Biazi na court about IPOB. Here one day but also raise the file, Biazi back to the court. Urge proscribe IPOB. Immediately they have that opportunity. has is that now IPOB na prescription how can do. But the same man who publishing, we are not blackmailing, because I had somebody asking stupid question with this guy the other day. So the same person who the same man, the same lawyer who na public that IPOB as that now that IPOB has been disproscribed. To get you to trust them that they can do something when they were lying. Here we paper publishing on social media that an IPOB have been disproscribed. The same person in say that an IPOB have been disproscribed. Again, we file again to the court. The IPOB has been prescribed. Now the court was saying the prescription in place. Na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also na this return na this retrial ya na ka ejiziri wureze some of those things is prosecute we say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu no lead the legal this one no broadcast about the procurator but here Zokome and the barrister for the Jofo argue wash out okay we return was the back return wire back and you go ku has na one more discharge and acquitted na lawyers attack it's not attack. It's not an attack. These people should either name a mission, either na no enemy, or na actually destroy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and this struggle. My people sometimes now put up a program now say na any land is to turn Mazi Nnamdi to distance Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from IPOB. And once no need to go on as boso. Once na have succeeded in this. The same man I go on social media. I can see that na those who are IPOB called enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now those are the people Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called his disciples Kasogene. Man just say my Hindu the Kashon they contradicted to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Man I say this man now put on social media net. Actually, one that the Nnamdi G ikpe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu how why he on it. Na ha ga were this in present na case Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Look when he ikpe represent you because that opportunity is important. That's why what the BBC ne dey he legal contradict Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All the nwoke gbo kan katara the other day. But I say that now the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is secured in DSS more than being outside with IPOB and the leadership. Yeah, he mad to make a oh, one day for trying to go say that the DSS na hato Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But he say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na DSS no the more secured there than anyone a campaign kopota. Ne broadcast Kanu na pota here be na chimochi. Na chimochi, di na GMOG na chimu a campaign for the freedom of his brother. Yet they ask I should cry him hard. Make a ask that na heart attack no get make it. Now na more come na campaign na just say okay. What does this thing mean? Can you na akawa? Ofuta na ude ntiji eji nwanne nwoko. Ndị say that na blood it is thicker than water. Ndị na amaghị ihe. So in na kikwam na ijiji eji nwanne nwoko na egwute m here. No one to him. Oji na apụta here na eji emoji na achimochi. Na amokum. For what reason? Only here to get can you hear this guy mean? So the whole thing was psychologically I was thinking, what the hell is going on? You know, we need like this man. Or any other thing need involved right now, man. Engineer make campaign, we broadcast. I spend my time what time here. You like that chimoche, mockery. It's okay, finally. Now, where do we? In summary, we can make a line here because I got them 2 hours. Mass is okay. And you could let this in and guy would reach this level. Now, until that day that shocked everybody, that got the whole entire Biafra from the north, east, and west and south, ice cold. Igbo land and the whole entire east, in fact, even entire Nigeria were completely like graveyard. Like graveyard. How make it here? Push you don't you? I pay or pay brave. From the side and acquitted. I push you don't you? I provide the Allah they said. I provide because it can even that the motor should be record without onion do accepting to go back to trial. I got a hack and gap of them born on the stage and acquitted to be face a trial. But for the fact he didn't accept the consent to trial, onye kpọfụtara ya ọ gara aka mmanya ka n'ụwọdị nga ahụ onye kpọfụtara ya onye nwere ọbụna olusi must face trial. In fact, that time, I remember that time, how about the first shot that Onyendu will go to trial? Mazi Chinasangura get tweeted that now Onyendu cannot stand trial. He can't go back to trial. Ken enter Gawana social media immediately. Can say that now my brother must stand trial. More core IPOB leadership for saying that their leader will not stand trial because he has been discharged and acquitted. Immediately on the reaction of people, Yaga get deleted the tunnels bozbo. So, where is this place? The leadership maker. Until he make it here, until that final day. Final day. They measure the pronouncement. Since the Onyendu ain't banaka here. Has is in our not only and broke. To the extent I got today. And these people, Ndi Onyendu Garinaka has no boy. We are saying that Onyendu nekwesi inye eto ya nga ogbugbu onwe nke mkpụrụ ka ha chọrọ ya tozile na o igbu egbu ka chọrọ ka enye. Now, ụmụnne m ụmụ Chineke m na ha no here na-ekwu okwu in truth and honesty. How do you feel looking at Onyendu na na-ekwuzi okwu somebody anyị dị n'aka here from the church na kwude na na-ekwuzi okwu si na a chọrọ eto ya nga mkpụrụ ka ogbugbu? How do you that day ka ihe onye ọbụla chi obi n'aka that day? The two Munye were comfortable. They were comfortable. Ndị ka enu na-akọ ọnụ na social media here no na-akọ iri maka enu n'itili imere ọnụ ka catfish. All of them no na-akọ iri na-akpanye ụmụ discharged and acquitted. What were they face? Ka e dey face ihe ji na-ele ihe mere na court that day. Until he made that pronouncement here. Size na atọ Onyendu nka. Onye ọbụla na-ajụzi si how on earth ka e ka ha shi ime? I said, I has not blame game. I know Uzo Anaga Nagi it cause very much problem. No, Nagi has not. I am making until her Onyendu he disappear. All of them he disappear. All of them Poganyo discharged and acquitted, he disappear. For 1 month plus. All of a sudden, I'll do you now. Hell, the wire left our again. Onyendu say, go and meet Onyendu in Sokoto. As if, you know, you see, can you also produce people? What are they talking about? So, in Sokoto, no, was it like that when you go and meet Onyendu in Sokoto? Gaga confirm on Hoko na Sokoto. Ndi hine na di yeme, Onyendu shinantela. Onya chori igbu egbu. Asisi na ozi na asị na that man, woman, will not answer na igbu ka na egbu Onyendu. Ndị zu aga ha waste time. Ikwu okwu igbu ya n'ozugbo because all ha chọrọ all the one word ha chọrọ that pronouncement ya ka achọrọ one ihe dị 3k ka ọ bịa back to trial ka enwe ike nwee a reason a ga-eji reverse ihe niile ekpere si na ọwụ discharged and acquitted and the mere succeed here. All of a sudden these same people within the putara na say kemgbe eji Onyendu what have you people done? Kemgbe eji Onyendu what have you know just the same people who wanted to fight for the church and acquitted of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why are they not calling for protest? Why are they not doing it? Got this level for 4.5 years. With all of a sudden, in a twinkle of eye, just within 7 months, 6 and 7 months, now Onyeki Wuji na Henilandia. Uno job between them and the DOS. Today. Do you see what we're saying? Now I want to open the line. Call Wani. Wani, your own take now. At least I will leave this line open. Let me see what is the time. Let me see. 2 hours. Okay, come near another 30 minutes for phone call. Call us. Our number is there. So I'm telling them the WhatsApp. The line is now open. Call us. Please help Willem. What I'm going to say, we wait for them until he push their nonsense, coach their rubbish. As Onyendu has said that they should create another movement. Can you imagine? Onyendu Braha, Nahagra Onyendu say create another movement. that will be completely away from IPOB leadership, but it will be also under IPOB. Oh, program hammer. Let's answer this call. Caller, hey, Mazi. Okay, let me. Caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. Please go ahead. Noise carrier. Yeah, go ahead, Mazi. I know him. No, you're gonna go ahead. I know him. Okay, Mazi, go ahead. No. 2 minutes, Buko.
Yeah, I know. In fact, what you are just saying, you just gave the detailed analysis of what transpired. But when we came to each of you, take that one.
Okay.
Yeah? One with the leadership, the zoo lawyer, the zoo government, Nnamdi Kanu. The leadership, the lawyer, because Ejiofor Roshri, the Daniel Butro Hamadike na court. Ejiofor Roshri, he made effort to see him. He couldn't see him. Then the leadership as a movement, nobody, because things are gonna fly over that. In fact, no one in that garden to the next day. So the leadership has said that now they are locked down Biafra land. Anom na Biafra land that every Monday now they went total lockdown. Even some people say Oga walk.
Yeah.
I can remember vividly on Friday, because that weekend was so hot in Aba. People were rushing to go and buy food stuff, to prepare themselves for that day. Then everybody that sit at home on Monday, Sunday night, the paper pulls Oboya, the sun,
How do you Carlos?
now counsel sit at home. Even many of my friends who are calling me, now counsel sit at home, that the leadership can't got the contact as the then Imam have not said anything, and then the leadership have not made any official pronouncement in regards to that. Then Kanunta, when you to now because of NECO, now can't sit at home. Then the leadership see that they are hopeful that the sit at home will continue. Then that Monday, Emirates sit at home. It was successful. It was massive. Then before the next Monday, Kahem has information from Onyen to see that they should lift the sit at home. By that time, the lawyers are Onyen to
yeah.
Then they lift to say that that day, the leadership of the Mazi Jonathan Onyen anchor that program. So even the people, the leadership, but they have to obey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they lifted up. When they lifted it up, all of us, even IPOB ethics, that was tutored by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu said that IPOB is a hostile military that is commander. Simon Ebert who said that Samuel Ekwelima, see that in fact that the struggle have a lot of pilot. How that was how autopilot came up. That only
Mazi line in a quarter. Mazi line in a quarter. A lot of people are calling.
Yeah, when I get control with the sit at home. What's good that this is not what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us, that we should obey our leaders. That IPOB will need to know money. That all command and control. That was how I retraced my step. Immediately, he said, no, we must follow whatever the leadership said is what we. And let me tell you that the leader, on what anything this leadership have done, that have no leadership. Even when Ohamadika was sentenced, I felt that Nana gave put him and us every Nagi MNK, but they came to say everybody should calm down. And I really thank God for that, for the wisdom these people are, the leadership are exhibiting. Become Nasuno Chisike, Una Galamba. This People last time, I don't know if you remember, after the last controversy, he said that these people are coming in patches.
Yeah.
Because this one now, they're more severe than Kebrima.
Yeah.
Because the narrative they are pushing all that to the people that even they recruited some of us now to start fighting against the leadership. Now, in fact, they push you after the Nnamdi Kanu. Now, over here, Kanu the only believer today. Also, that now, even the member the last that these politicians, none of them will go back again. As is in the Nnamdi Kanu. We then put in another thing. Now, what's second hand? You see what they are doing. So, him to the Punya, Unuchisike. Actually, I'm sure they can somebody tell me one single thing that the leadership have done that have sabotaged this struggle? Nobody has given me answer. I so much believe in the leadership, and my spirit strongly believe that they have no compromise.
Thank you so much. The phone is ringing madly. The next caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. Go ahead, please, in 2 minutes, because the phone is, my goodness me, you people can hear it, the buffing off here. Go ahead, please, caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from, please.
You're calling from Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay, Wolito Lugu,
Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay, go ahead. What is in your mind, please, in 2 minutes?
My contribution is just simple, because looking at how the brothers are even jeopardizing the whole thing, is they are actually personalizing the struggle as if it's a family business. But because of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, at least,
Yeah.
For me, let's do our part because of Biafra restoration, not even Nnamdi Kanu at the moment. There was a time I almost take my life from Nnamdi Kanu. I never knew that the brothers are as useless as ordinary ragging get them. The siblings they are nothing to write home about. So just for the fact that many people are giving their life because of Biafra, that's the only reason. If not, somebody like me, I don't really want to go the other way, because looking at it seems that the brother even want to wish him. They are wishing him dead. Not that it seems they are wishing him dead. Maybe they are using him to bargain for power or other things. That's their business. But because of Nnamdi Kanu, we encourage the leadership. Let's march. If it's protest, I think the youth in the East, in fact, we are 100% ready. Let them just give order for even for the. I want our leader to be out, but at least for Biafra restoration, because a lot has gone.
Of course. Ndewo unu na-ekwu okwu maka leadership. Unu na onwe unu ha ga na-ekwu ihe awụ na-enye this information ka unu nwee ike mara what has transpired within this period of time. Na ha just na cover up
now. Those with the high IQ, you know what is going on. But I'm not about IPOB. We started it from the beginning.
The autopilot is a very, very, hard lesson. I can't say people learning a hard way. IPOB really learning a hard way through what happened with autopilot and the Mazi, thank you very much for your call.
The siblings with this
enable them. Ndị kparịrị nwunye nwanne ha nwoke ana-abọ nwunye nwanne ha nwoke ka ọkwa. They didn't utter any word. They didn't. Ele nwunye nwoke ma humiliate. To the extent they threaten him. They threaten nwunye Onyendu for going to see Onyendu and they reporting to the public what is the here. Anything that meant well for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they against it. This our sister Graga Onyendu biakowa ihe observation. Even not taking to take what take ebu. Even now one IPO. Be a program. A program. A woman who a mother sort of fight yet the insecurity no na Igbo. Put you the way our mothers behave. all of the sudden they actually were aware. Mazi, thank you very much for your call. Let me take all that call. I want to accommodate as much as I can. A lot of calls are coming in. Thank you for your calling. Thank you. Mazi. Please, the next caller, tell us your name and where. Oh my God. The next caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. It's really ringing off the hook here.
Hello, Mazi. Good evening.
Good evening, please. Go ahead. 2 minutes, I beg. You can hear the phone ringing off the hook here, please.
Okay, Mazi, good evening. Let me just say thank you for the, for the broadcast. Well done, well explained. Anyway, it is for those who are still in doubt. Somebody like me, there is nothing one can say that can convince me to stop believing in the leadership. In a movement like this, it is only an institution like IPU, DOS that can restore whatever we are looking for. And in this case, we are looking for Biafra. So the whole thing playing out now is a kind of an advanced psychological ops. And when people that now, the people that brought the whole idea could be any of the foreign governments that give Nigeria the advice. So, there's still a kind of destabilization among us. And the people said they are using, don't be surprised, some of them know, but out of cruelty, out of wickedness, because they couldn't, kind of secure their agenda in IPOP, for example. I can't believe that some people like the guy in Austria, even in the guy in Italy said, that they don't know what they are doing.
They're not, Mazi. They know. It's just a typical lying to themselves.
Out of wickedness, understand? They know. But just for the fact that, just to, he had a MMAD because they couldn't, secure the agenda. That's why they are doing what they are doing. So, in conclusion, because many people are born, we are solidly behind the leadership. The little ones, the cockroaches in their page, don't be surprised. They are computer generated names.
Yeah. So
Biafrans are solidly behind the leadership, and the Biafrans we are wise, so we know the truth. We know the one that is not truth. So our leadership, and we are hearing Biafrans. We are solidly behind you, and whatever happens, we will restore Biafra because blood has been shed. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are working tirelessly, dying to ensure that you also come out. Please listen to the institution if you have formed. Don't allow your siblings to keep deceiving you.
Ndewo, thank you so much. Ndewo, thank you so much. The next caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling from. Thank you, previous caller. Oh my goodness, this phone is ringing badly. Go ahead, please. Go ahead. 2 minutes, please.
Ndewo, Isaiah, thank you so much for this wonderful broadcast. You just pop up here, and I want to go to gym. So I'm back. I'm getting here. You say 1 hour now is going to almost 2 hours. I really appreciate it so much. You have said it all. And actually, made you Biafra simple questions. What do we learn from here? It's a very simple thing, If the Nnamdi do in Kenya, all of us will not even believe. But now I have tried all the leadership right now. So now, one of the DOS member, I have explained a lot of things. I know this for a long time already, But Biafra, I want you to hold these people responsible. I'm not have one by one. And you see those people that always say that Mazi Kanu says that the leadership of IPOB, DOS want to replace Mazi Kanu. They are the criminals. This is the autopilot. Have a group. The first group who Simon was heading it. The pillar of those group is Nyanya. Kanu, Darlington, Metu, all those lawyers, they are the ones. Let me tell you, all of them, they know they will go to jail by killing our leader. Now criminals, and most of us who the IPOB thought that those people are members. Separate Hama, they use their family, they use their kids to ask for money, pay because of that was our, the way we are as a Biafra, trying to help. But I am one of the enemies of Biafra. But Biafra, I want you to right now, be very strong and support this leadership. That's the only way we can be safe. But thank God that do you remember that our leaders, Mazi can pray for over this leadership? He pray and cry, say, God, give me men. Those are the men right now. But the government are using most of the criminals among us, some by Fulani's blood, to destroy this birth, that it will be noble. No woman will destroy them. But I want to appreciate our leadership so much because they have done a lot. I was feeling so bad about this. All the whole narrative, the way you explain everything, it's really heart touching. I don't want to, become to talk about everything, but all of us as a Biafra, we have to learn. What is the meaning of learning? Now we have to start debunking any garbage we see in the Facebook. Now, the only way you can hear the truth of this struggle right now, if you really want to, I want to know we're going to go as a human being, go for Radio Biafra.
No.
If you know any member of DOS right now, if you are confused, ask him any information. They are the one that will give you the right information. But any person, putting the picture of Mazi on the Facebook or the flag, trying to paint you, trying to say something that to please you, they are the criminals. Let me just tell you the truth.
There were Mazi.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Please, the next caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from. You've been through now. Some of you can keep trying until you get connected, please. A lot of calls. My goodness me, a lot of calls. Please keep trying. I will try my best to. Yeah, go ahead, please. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
Yeah, I'm calling you from Mozambique.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a big program, and I'm very happy now. My name is Silimena Pamefana. Only one or two things in Chile add to the leadership because this struggle will do the more expect now. Apart from all this lawyer, through a lawyer, that's got alternative will be their own lawyer.
Mazi, if you have listened to what I said here, I detailed everything in layman's understanding, and people are trying to extricate, exonerate these lawyers, the sabotage from discharge and acquitted to life sentence. Somebody, I get accountable. Anybody trying to exonerate these people, that person he Polonian Duashi, Pokwa the IPOB as Pokwa Henila and Masses. The India Hene Shushi. It can't be, there's nothing. They can't tell me otherwise.
Because China Samolu no lady or Nekuna going no Kwanga Kana Jetty. All of us were crying. Oh no, Bakwa. Get the high, that did everywhere, not cheer. Now, I can see
Kamado Putra now. After all this thing, now Kamado Putra, we don't know Jiria, the name of Trapa, Ndishi IPOB, the leadership of IPOB. Hana Bono Tatana social media, born Aquino, a common sense. A common sense.
When you look at them, I'm not a human being, one man. Woman in our town for them, me and not to a teacher. Give ways, her name is Songasa. For how long?
There were man.
How long?
Nothing, there were. Thank you so much. Thank you.
This leadership now, I got alone, man.
There were. All must be strong. All hands must be on deck. It's not about the leadership now. Everybody, we are fighting for survival now. Look at the state of Nigeria now. You can see that these people are coming. These people are coming. Most of
us are not outside the we are not happy. We went to I told not even here, so that they can learn our culture, many things, but it's not possible because of all these things.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for your call. And the next caller you have been through now, please tell us your name and where you're calling from, please.
Mazi, good evening, sir. Good to see you here. Happy New Year's.
I wish you the same.
This is Dave calling from Georgia.
Oh,
yes.
Mazi, thank you for coming through.
I'm contributor sharp because I'm on a lot of causes coming in.
Oh my God!
So you know, this your explanation. This program you made, the email we are serious and several times. Most of all these motherfuckers they know what they are doing. I got say but all the very, very unfortunate that will tell you why this critical condition despite the fight we fought, dismantle that this motherfuckers honey put up one the truth of the matter they can do whatever they want to do, but the truth of the effect of the long-term effect of what they are doing now. But one thing they should understand that now, a leadership that is in control, in charge of this movement now. You won't cheat, compromise and go denounce this thing. By now, our land would have been rampage with all these terrorists. Yet, upload the whole insult Mazi Chike Dosiem, but that you do for interview now. This I watched everything on life. Name the man intimidate, not John, that's name a whole directorate of state. When you see struggler, name intimidates. That's not Kaya Najua Makonyan do. But then Gasa and Haji Sike. But then Lumala, how my Nnamdi Kanu, how my whole no, it must come to pass. It will take how many years for you to destroy IPOB, and it will take how many years to penetrate the leadership of this organization. So, how that man is a prophet? There's not with or without Nnamdi Kanu. The truth of the matter will Biafra will be restored.
Simple.
And we are restored.
Simple.
How about themselves?
Simple.
How about themselves? Lazy. Because when the IPOB gave me restore Biafra, and I will see what's going to be their fate, where they will be at. Because I got trouble to Bamba. I got trouble to Bamba. I will see what's going to happen. How many for now? But I need
Ndewo, thank you so much, Mazi. Ndewo, Mazi. The next caller, please, you've been through as well. This phone is ringing. Oh my, I don't think I've done even a program that I've received such a number of calls with it. Please go ahead and tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. Thank you, Mazi, from calling from Georgia, please. The next person, go ahead.
Yeah, Mazi, good evening, sir.
Ndewo, go ahead, please.
Good evening, Biafrans all over the world. My name is Nkochi Mazi. I'm calling from Ghana. Mazi, I want to really assure you all, the DOS, that IPOB, we are intact. We are not listening to money mongers, those that love money more than their life, those that love money more than those that have died for this struggle. They should come and see our executive meeting. Just within, I don't want to mention. They should come and see our executive meeting to the talk of what we call for the general. So the OSU should not panic. We are with you people, 100%, at all times. Man, let me say, they were asking about the achievement of the DOS. Let me just mention one because you didn't mention it.
All these things in them go share what they hear now.
Yeah, but I want to mention one of them. These people forgot that the word that the Nigerian government, they fought and they put IPOB number 10 terrorists in the whole world. And this DOS, they fought until our name was clear from that 10 terrorists.
They're not here. How many was the fight here? 2023. It was the St. Patrick here, Kamino Bondi. The international terrorist index. I tagged them. They blocked me, which I even posted the blockade they made. Facebook signaled me that the World Terrorist Center blocked me because of exposing them by tagging IPOB, self-determination, a terrorist group. I was asking them in that program because the whole world was watching. It was on a St. Patrick's Day, so I choose the time. I tagged them on the program and the event, and they said, "This is IPOB here. This is Biafrans here. How can you tag this group of people participating in an event of this magnitude, a terrorist organization? Can you explain that?" Immediately, how that video and everything, they blocked me. They also go to Twitter, they blocked me, which I posted it on social media as well, with a screenshot of those blockade. So we did a good fight. Somebody is coming here, talking and asking this kind of questions. And they were lying. If you look at their program, looking at their face, you will see grown-up men and women talking like it's Christian, yeah.
Mazi, we are waiting for them. We are waiting. I think they said they want to announce their own DOS. We are going to.
That's onion. That's an onion.
I got under
That's an onion. Look at what people are. What they are saying. Onion do say how they should form another movement. Look at what these people are doing. They don't care. Thank you so much, Mazi. Let me take this call as well. And thank you for your call. I really appreciate that. Thank you. The next caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. You've been through. Oh my God, the phone. You've been through, Mazi. Go ahead.
Good evening from my location. Am I coming out clear?
You are coming out clear, please. 2 minutes. Because I didn't expect that, Mazi.
Yeah, Deputy European Rep. There we Biafrans, good evening. This is the radical Okija Biafra man.
Oh, much neck and down.
There for your wonderful expose on the workers of iniquity. Mazi, I remember sometimes I have been talking about this set of people since 2023. Is it not clear to Biafrans to understand that these people have been bought over? And Mazi, we must talk about those who clap for these the same people. People like Achalugu, people like Methuselah, who clap for them, who want some people to be crucified in the altar of Methuselah and Achalugu. Today, they have seen what we are saying. And the fact of the matter is that, Mazi, in this very struggle, if somebody claims to be member of IPOB, as Methuselah always presents himself on TikTok, saying he's a bona fide member of IPOB, a media broadcaster, and I was in the program and I asked the host, ask this very guy, when do you pay your monthly dues last? Since 5 years and 4 months. And he ran away from the program. These are the living in deniers we have in our midst. I want to appreciate IPOB leadership and telling them that they should continue their good work.
The leadership, we don't want to because the leadership for them to stay put for this long time, taking all this bloody bullying and the attack that have unprecedented attack I've never ever seen in my whole entire life. Even when you do outside, we are taking heat of attack and all. I don't think Nonyendu have ever come across anything like this. This is the biggest one, and even in the Gila Hansel, you can, like you rightly mentioned, you said some certain people, you can see what they are doing. Lying to their teeth, broad day lying.
Yeah, Mazi,
Lending actually the IPOB actually form another move. Look at their life. Then actually form another move. Look at them.
Mazi, these are the same people that will be on their program, telling people they don't need position. They don't need any position. They want to stand by the truth. Today, they have taken position of the head of media in their department. So these are the hero worshippers who will be on their program calling people hero worshipper. And I said to them that the damn name called hero worshipper is supposed to be their surname and their middle name. What I want to say to IPOB leadership, I ain't one on our zone. We people to carry on, continue to pilot this very wonderful ship.
or flight. We are behind you. Anything that they are dishing out that is not coming, unless for those who don't understand the meaning of freedom fighting, who don't understand the meaning of structure, who don't understand the meaning of foundation. Unless when Onyen, I said it on my program, without Onyendu regaining his freedom, no message that is coming from that Sokoto that we are going to take. And I'm saying it with boldness, because any message that comes from that Sokoto from this moment, it has been compromised. It has been compromised. So, thank you for the wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Okijaman. You know, this is the thing I want. He mentioned something now that actually I want to add it here now. You know, and in case the people who have access to Onyendu, because I don't have access to him, you know, the leadership is working hard to make sure that the information that goes to the public is something that will protect IPOB both on international community and also present what they are fighting for. Now, how do you justify, Mazi? I'm getting you through now, but hold on 1 second, please. Just hold on there. Now, how do you justify? How do you, Biafrans now, all of you should listen with me. Does it not make sense if actually no Onyendu Nezi, these people losing? The type of words, Mas, just hold on, please. I know my to you. Now, does it not make sense? Does it not make sense that now, no one these people meanly well to Onyendu, now he meanly well to Ndiebani, now he meanly well to the organization of IPOB restoring Biafra? Isn't it better that now? Dika Mazi Ozokome and Mazi Barrister Jofone na he nweta ozi from Onyendu, he will the leadership. The leadership will filter it, analyze it, present it in a way orderly, protective to the people and also to the benefit. It does not remove Onyendu's being the leader. It does not remove the authority of Onyendu. It does not reduce the Onyendu's, you know, presence, if you like. Because at the end of the day, each Onyendu, but his men is still working. Onyendu gana na church. Ya choose Oji will go to the men. Before na man he gana hold result. He gana no na ebe ha na agwe as the kwenkoto mega ni lekwe. But the enemy gana nweta the message that na the man he basically does not stop the enemy. Now, if you're saying that Onyendu said, you gana social media gaga drop wire. Actually, but again, same document again on social media gather up. You are Jopata. He need Jopata is with the life of Onyendu, because nobody even know. It's different people here like EGA. No one name in the world. A Ghana son Onyendu we heard to Ipatana na social media vertically way negra game it Onyendu na here your price go to the public. I'm telling you, Onye mega such thing. Onye mega such thing. That Onyendu ndo na ofokwechi ye pata. From A to Z, the hand there. My hammer. Mazi, go ahead. Thank you very much. You've been through, you've been calling since, you know, the call will have been going crazy. I even can't pick up your call at the same time. But go ahead, you've been through, please. Na make a boy and I can buko team with Ike. I'm a nation and then I name a hand. Boy and I can come up with a back also. Actually, the morning, how will I say? Mazi, no, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is. When the more you put out it is what it is.
Exactly, yeah.
But that's why I told you, some people and they need to be connecting those things. Very important. Some people work, I think it's, you know, leadership push. Biafrans, you people are talking to the leadership. Whenever you call Azayoba, is the member of DOS because
no, exactly. Maybe it's
because some people might be seeing you as a media warrior. Some people are we need to be setting the record straight so that when you direct, not to go and tell the leadership. That is a wrong statement which I don't like. So that's me correct here. Biafrans, you people, as you are calling, you are talking with one of the members of the Refuting of State. This is Mazi that is doing this broadcast today. Because we cannot collect here. That is number one. Number two, Mazi I'm dealing with a lot of calls yesterday, which you don't know the number. I'm not going to call local yesterday from yes. This is the same people that when we have this argument here now, as we are doing this program, they cannot be able to call and ask that questions or that thing that is bothering them. But they want to call somebody like you or call any member of the Refuting of State to make caricature or to pick one word or the other to use it to use lawyer now blackmail the person. That somebody like this they can chimpanzee also na zoo, no na ostra. Getting where the audacity of calling every US members yesterday. I was on program on TikTok yesterday. I never even knew what is going on. I was seeing that number, cutting because I was talking. Cutting that number. I don't have the number. I said, okay, let me call this number back. I'm going to this because many are on IPOB. You are calling me to ask me a question on public. This is Betusela. Calling me over a lot yesterday that I'm just busy somewhere. I swear to God. Over a lot yesterday. I heard him clearly where he was calling you. You are dodging his call. You don't want to pick. But this is what they want to turn this struggle for. Why? Because they want to get the taproot of this struggle. They want to destroy it.
I didn't receive. Mazi, just to make those things clear, some people can be very crafty in what they are doing. I didn't receive any call, or when I call them, you're not mad at more than 2 times. At least I can be able to, even though I'm not probably that yesterday morning. I'm when the whole thing happened, but if my phone rings, at least I can even make one time. You will get it one time. Because you can't call me more than 2 times. I've been.
Check here the program here. I am not saying what the Biafrans are listening. They will bear me witness what I'm saying. Because from bossing up, later somebody called my attention. I went there to see by myself. That somebody's number claiming that it's me he was calling. Thank God that person picked that number, that call. Where now we Italian National Coordinator. Before I see my number. Assuming now that person they pick, or the same thing normally maybe using that diplomacy, calling, showing Biafrans no na body. While I work out. Thank God you made this thing clear now.
No, I didn't receive any call to be honest.
Okay. The same thing you did with
at least at least you will get the first one. It's the second time, definitely, no matter what I'm doing, even though that I don't know the number, I may just at least I will acknowledge the number that Nonya. But more you hear you know yourself, you call me sometimes, if you don't get me, at least.
It is what it is. I just want to pay attention to what happened yesterday. If they like, let them be bringing the information from Mazi Nnamdi claiming that all Mazi Nnamdi say hello.
All of a sudden, Mazi Nnamdi was through them. Can you a whole leader of a global movement like Mazi Nnamdi can how about already like this? Onye putaya ko hedia lawyer putaya no enye ke putaya kuduwa hono no na roundabout ye move ya no uku nishi airport ye move ya no ya ko anu kata a file kwa like ana a whole Mazi Nnamdi Kanu somebody look at him, but this man on Naka also come and the Mazi Jofu. They respect. The whole world will come to a standstill. Look at what they did to this man. Look at what they did to him.
Since Ifeanyi Jofu and the Zokome have been meeting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have you seen them coming in roundabout or any place to tell us?
Actually, Pepper, I know I make a autopilot and there's a liberation guinea castle guinea and Biafrans.
As they are all together now. Let me tell you, Master, I will leave you shortly. This guy that they call the MNK, said a very dangerous thing which people are not paying attention, with the name of our leader and in the name of all of them. But
Mazi, gịnị mere that Ken nta agaghị get the bunk or ihe eji aha nwanne nwoke na ọrụ na o mean well to his brother. But about one white POB leadership ndị ka emere mean well to his brother.
Exactly.
Mazi,
exactly. So because Mazi, let me just leave it this way because I come here today. I got a very, very long time. I know that you have spent time here. Yeah. We must continue. It is what it is.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ndalo. At least I'm gonna give one or two more persons space to call back before my round up because you know. So I'm gonna look at the onion. Then head you onion do caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling from. You've been through now, please.
Yes, my brother. Good evening to you from here.
No, please, 2 minutes. I beg. Can we keep up yours?
Okay, I will. I just have one thing to say. Thank you for your work, and we thank all the members of the Refuting State and all IPOB family members. My name is Nnamdi, and I live in the Netherlands. One thing I want to set straight, my brother, is the case of some people saying that they want to remove Onyendu. They want to remove Onyendu.
Maybe Mazi arguing what they gonna get with an artist. I quick card again. Gonna get with any Nketa to breed ya for your kid, DOS in an alien, or Fulham or for the Biafrans. These people.
What I want to say is that, listen to this, my brother. What we said, my humble self said it, that Nigeria thought that, no, not thought that they thought, they know that Mazi and Kanu is the center of gravity of the movement.
They couldn't believe it.
And they removed the pillar, hoping that the house will implode. Now, as a rational being, as a thinking man, as a reasonable human being, I said in my own, introspective dialogue with myself, I said, we have to push this struggle with all our energy so that then we know that holding Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, will not stop Biafra. That to come rain, come high water, Biafra must be restored. Our leader said it himself in his father's compound to a German journalist that come to me, Biafra will come, whether he's alive, whether he's in jail. If he said himself, even if he's dead, he will come faster. But we don't want him dead. It's not what we mean, but we mean that we will show Nigeria that we will achieve Biafra. Let the world only if they like, or to eternity, but if they cannot do it now, if we achieve Biafra, then they will lead our leader. Now, secondly, my brother, what I want to set straight is because people think that they sent the case back to the appeal court. No. After the case went to Supreme Court, they sent it back to the High Court, trial court, with 15 charges again, and the trial began afresh. My brother, I know how many demonstrations.
Problem with the leadership. Problem with the DOS. So why are they not came with the Mazi and the Kanu? It's 1 month now. It's 1 month now. They are not doing anything. Everything is quiet now. They are quiet. Everyone is silent. If I say something now, they will about it. I'm not going.
Listen, let me straighten something. I know how many demonstrations we did in the land, and the topic is obey court order. Obey court order. If we had stood on that obey court order, it would be raining all over the world. That the court have given discharge and acquitted in the appeal court.
They gave Mazi any dezu and here what also provide guarantee enablement ground. E.g.
Escape route, Kenya.
escape route. Very well calculated and delivered. And always in a Sokoto na Kanu say abuga camera ka ọrụ Chibo ha no say ba ha ka always no calculate from Abuja to Sokoto. Always say ba no say na go to secretary see him. Go and confirm. Look at it. I mean, we are say, is these people for real or what? Now go to secretary and see him and confirm.
No. So what it is, the question I'm asking Biafrans, can somebody who is
I don't blame them.
heading the trial, the defense of our leader now, why can such a person or his company having a contract with Nigerian government? Isn't that a conflict of interest? Why can some people who is defending somebody in such a serious case, reasonable nonsense, you tell the court, tell the world that the people who are doing what Onyendo and our group, not our group, our movement are not doing, that we are the same disciples. People are the same people didn't know that in any inch of the DSS dungeon there is camera and the bugging and the sound.
No, actually, even to the extent the judge saw the danger of what the man was doing, call him a content creator. This final decision where I say you were a consultant. Go and sit down, my friend. After he said it,
so now the case is back to appeal from the
now out of Halian. Now manipulate is every time happen Onyendu said. So what is the organization for? Can hear the leader, can hear the IPOB news for? See, using the wrong IPOB, no Onyendu say. Some morons so now get meeting IPOB now meeting IPOB say this is how you're supposed to do it, but you're not in IPOB meeting. Mazi, can somebody now be a meeting na meeting more we hear we discuss on a meeting. If you say na social media the leadership or be only him gara won ku ni egbo ga won ya de ni ko hia e mra na IPOB leadership na communicate
what I'm trying to tell Biafrans and lovers of freedom is that some people are trying to pull down the DOS, hoping that when our leader comes, he will set a new DOS, because some of them want so badly to be in DOS, so they want to destroy this one.
Maz Gente, we could do this thing now. Because someone here now, it destroy this DOS now. Because I'm thereby needs to be thinking now, it destroy this DOS now. Is there any who will be accountable for all the whole contribution of IPOB for 10 years? So you now assemble another group, so without giving accountability of the one MNK before. As a fools, we don't as a fools, and then Biafra again, Biafra. So and when I need US now, then what is the accountability of the previous one? Again, if I can't, IPOB. Now, so just like that, it's all right. Keep the other people. Then can enter for and do now we are the takers now. We told you no how much you do. And we told you now since April because they want to use it as a bargain chip. I don't want to use it, but I'm telling you, I'm telling you, Mazi, he destroy IPOB. Marama he check the zoo get moga walk.
They can't. We are not allowed them because the IPOB is not their property. So what I'm trying to tell you is that it is in the interest of Kanu and Nayanya to disband it, to start afresh, because then they cannot give account of the whole money in their hands. That's what they are going for. But IPOB, the DOS, they cannot destroy because it's not their property. Our leader said that Chukwuka must set this present DOS up. Anybody who compromise have been rejected. We trust those who are on seat now. I know how many times I called before I came in.
Thank you very much. Now, I've concluded. Now, I want something interesting. Some people do not who I told him because someone has some certain things we now you people will go crazy. But in it, now about really cool with some certain things. About really cool with some certain things because if we are war Some of you are got them with the IPOB leadership Gabigla. IPOB leadership Gabigla. All this nonsense I don't know about it. I can't IPOB. Some people don't know Koeli. Egira Honyen to seize their account to IPOB. Run wire down. Want some people to I'm happy. Thank you. This is where I'm gonna leave it. Thank you all of you for actually joining me tonight. I wanted to set the record straight over all the blue ha the nonsensical rubbish this ndị a na-eri jube gafọ. Enweghị ngo uru wedere anya na ha for anything. Ha na-claim ihe ha na-awụ. We don't make noise. We just don't. Onweghị ngo uru were. Nothing, no wedding go at all. Massive we my hand and with my hand cut my everything my when Gandhi rule for anything. It just nine put through money now this struggle just because we want to serve our people, because the life of our people are important. Like I said, all these guys in Nofuma, Mazofoma. But because of the passion. Look upon all these things, ego heme fukure ego nkwa ka efuruni. How I want to contribute to ego and IPOB for a very long time. But with all this bullying and the blackmail, they still stand and continue. Now I'm absorbed just for the sake of our people. And then look at the state of Nigeria. Look at the state of Nigeria. A whole Nigeria now can America just walk in as if like the country is doesn't have military. Nigeria were a country that went to Ecomoc war, Liberian war. Almighty Nigeria Kanu see now they cannot defend themselves. Fulani ragtag army is clearing every community up. A whole is this for you? A whole Nigeria of all people. Gara Ayekomok. All of you who have been growing Nigeria went to Ekomok, displayed their tactical distance. Gara Liberia, including other places. Ganuzina, America, the way will just come in, dropping their military anyhow, doing what they like in Nigeria, because the Nigerian military has been infiltrated, controlled by Fulanis, completely taken over. Your country has been taken over before Gamamia. Now America, nobody else knows on your own Nigeria. No money. It's only IPOB that will save you. Only IPOB. And the leadership of IPOB. Now, Juno now. Destroy this IPOB now. Destroy IPOB leadership now. Who do you communicate? Onyeki you need to talk to. Destroy this IPOB DOS now. Or this Ndiara, Ndiazuzu is on Ndiara, Wundig na Colonel Unigineg. How was fundraising. Now, we're going to Agrana court. I told me go too far. I don't know what a video. Go on a court. Let the condition. Go and look at that video. Some of them are circulating it now. Maybe you can't put it care what pay. Go get the video. Ngano so nyendu may approve fundraising na court. Let the body language of nyendu. Anybody know in their right mind will go to court. Name a video. Na so nyendu may approve fundraising. Onyendu say give order. Mavi demand and I give order go and do the fundraising in a court, implicating Onyendu in a court. He's right inside the court, implicating him. It's not there one plan. It's not there one plan. Where they want Onyendu to, to fall into the trap. It's like what Onyendu at the time he was under duress to say something. Oh, he again a court. Under duress, where Onyendu cannot even, he came to court. He was thinking what would be, would the outcome or later. How did I say, approve fundraising now? Say that now, what you said is final. Say what you said is final. There's no more sit at all. You will not have much and I manifest. Or manifest. How can Onyendu do no na court? Open, Onyendu Jacka declare you sit at home. Onyendu na bro. Make a life here. This could make a tight in any way she are communicating them. All of a sudden, happened on social media the other day. You know that Onyendu, they are afraid now. They are afraid now. Onyendu is on social media. Oh my God! But you know, Onyendu, Omoto show said that nobody should allow him to near gadgets. Any gadget, he will allow gadget whatsoever. Ka somebody put on social media na say onye ndu they are afraid na that na onye ndu is on internet, is on social media. You know, so and I mean really well. Ihe ọhụụ sabotage onye ndu complete. Ọrụ m onye ndu n'ụzọ ochie nyo anya. Ekwe hụ na ha na-ekwu maka ya. Unu ga na-akụwara ha aka. Unu si na ha emeghị dị mma. Unu chere na enwere anybody nwe. Man. Ekwuchala m. Akacha m ọrụ ndị kwu akacha m. Thank you very much for listening to me. This is almost 3 hours program. No, I can't take any further call. This is it. Can't take any further call. And I'm tired, you know. I'm tired. It's not easy. It's not easy. I'm not here, man. Thank you very much for listening to me. And thank you. Keep sharing this and let our people know what transpired here today, because we wanted to guide our people, because our mission is to guide our people. So that you will defend yourself, even in our own absence. Onyendu is not here today, but we are defending Biafra, defending IPOB, defending our people. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. We are defending IPOB, defending Biafra, defending the struggle, our self-determination in absence of Onyendu. That is how it's supposed to be. Even in our own absence, you will do it yourself, because it is your Biafra. It's not my Biafra. It is yours. It is yours. And it is your responsibility to defend it with everything you have. Oh, he ran in a way today. They ran and here because they had it comfortable. Or they are doing it, is their dignity they are defending. Forget what he learning. Can we go into final summary? The final summary. The sabotage, one systematic sabotage, some of these people take cognizance of. Only one systematic sabotage. The other day, the other day, come remind the level, because God bless you. You saw it. Yeah, they rubbish you get there. Now compromise everybody. I sabotage you in broad daylight. You read with the thinking. Read the undertone. On the surface, but in both cities, now what is that thing normally? In summary, the other day, Jesus, declare how the first people that declare Somaliland independent. Jesus, how can you cook? I told me, boy, I have got a happy son of 9 poor, I will and then put over. How declare, it's within their discretion. How declare, or how my baby declare, without engagement, head declare so bad. By the way, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gradia, no heart trophy. The satellite link and dot way, copy on your knock. One day na boom nine, but in so bad they can you know, Biafra basically lanya mayhem, and that's how our friend and how and that's how that is the way life is. Is within their right. It's an use what their space, but it is what it is. But this boy here, Kakbowolishi, she not play new taho after na social media here say. No, be the Chinese lottery. Nia, Nakuna Hona, na IPOB grana platform, Hagana me attack, the Gane Kutosha, Ne Kutoha, that Niagara Magua, ya one no more, ye dig, Mafuto Tagafe, something I mam him Gama who did that right up. Massy Chineke Pulehodo, Ulu the sabotage, Ulu the wickedness in here. Now, if they like the whole entire IPOB movement, because there are individuals, 1 or 2 persons can decide to go to their platform and say whatever is in their mind. It has nothing to do with the whole entire movement. How can I get declared here Somaliland and how recognize that? On my home sign, there was something about IPOB as a movement. Nah, sabotage has that now these people were against them. They were against them. They were writing against them. They were attacking them. As soon as one IPOB needs support for him, there's something that is detriment to the movement. Because nature likes, it will improve something. But some of you will be emotional. No, it shouldn't be attacking. Guinea can agwa in here home or them. If I get there something, aim at the whole world, a lot of people go here, the people go here. Blackmail or IPOB as organization, na ha gonna make the people attack because na ha and they run in a woku. Do you see what we're saying? Hassan Hama had intelligent and had a philosopher. But thank you very much for listening. This is where I'm going to leave it tonight. Good night and have a very lovely weekend. It is what it is. Thank you so much. I'm Kuke. Bless all of you. Peace.